3 kids. She wasn't the slimmest of ladies.
No.
You know,
She black?
morbidly so. Huh?
She black?
She was
not.
morbidly not slim.
No, race
Morbidly
has nothing
thick.
to do with it.
Morbidly thick.
If you're being nice. If you're being nice. But yeah, no, she walked in with 3 kids and she ordered, I'll never forget it, a 16-piece steak finger, 3 double hunger busters. Double hunger busters.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the double
even know
quarter
what that-
pounder
for
of
children?
McDonald's.
No.
No,
For herself.
the double hunger
The
buster
kids just
is the,
watched.
The kids came
Yeah, that's
up.
the double quarter pounder from Dairy Queen is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thickest one.
It's heavy. It was heavy.
Dense.
Yeah.
Heavy
yeah.
like the woman.
Irony, right? Straight irony. And so, like, no. And yes, you know, we watched it down the whole thing ourselves, and the kids came up and asked if they could get a corn dog, and we, of course, we obliged the
The
children.
kids came up afterwards and were like, "Hey, can we get some food too?"
Yeah.
Mother, I can't live off the scraps.
My manager was pretty cold and was just like, "You have money? It looks like you don't have money. Does your mother have money?" And they were like, "No."
Asked you for food?
Yeah. Yeah, the kids asked us for food.
She bought all that? Man, fuck
That was for herself. Yeah, it was an upsetting day at Dairy Queen.
She gives them a home to sleep in.
I guess that was her logic of thinking, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For all we know, those kids were grounded.
that's
Also,
a good punishment, I suppose.
Yeah, they're gonna watch
if
you.
you know, if you're a sociopath.
Oh, so you,
They're beating them.
You're right. Well, is it though? Dying slowly or?
I've seen the after effects. Oh, they're on camera. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, is it live? Are
Yeah.
we live? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's bad. Yeah.
I mean,
It's a rough day.
they get the last laugh when they cut off her feet.
This is the darkest. Just now realized probably the darkest pre-show we've had. I didn't mean for it to lead.
Yeah,
into
I know.
this.
We've had darker
sorry.
pre-shows.
Starving
Have we?
kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
You forgot that just like we're 2 weeks away from the snow apocalypse at this point.
Oh yeah. That's
I'm
right.
telling you, I see the
Hunker
first
down.
frost. I'm heading to Mexico.
Oh,
We
God.
had that last weekend? This weekend?
If it's
Oh,
the
you know what I mean. I see a single snowflake.
I'm
out.
freaking the fuck out. Like it's the sequel, so it's gonna be bigger, badder. You know,
Yeah.
lights
Worse?
out in Texas. Remember that thing where like we were this close to like everything being out for indefinitely?
Oh yeah.
It
So-
might happen.
I was about to say I don't
Back
wanna,
to the ice age.
I don't want to
Marcus.
scare you guys too much.
I'm scavenging like a motherfucker.
I was there. It's hard. It's not easy.
But my brother-in-law works in HVAC and construction and all
Yeah.
this other stuff, and he part of that is having people come up and set up power. He was telling me that someone at there, because of layoffs and people just not wanting to come back because of COVID, they were like, yeah, if that happens again this year, like they're not going to be out there 24 hours like
Oh, fuck.
de-icing everything. It's
Did
like
not think about that.
yeah, they were like,
Shit.
he was like, it's going to be a good month if we were in the same exact situation as last month.
Yeah. So the sequel, like I said, it's gonna be rough. Gertz, where we headed?
Coleman's.
No, it's
Megaport.
the sequel, which means all the luxuries you had before LaGrange will be shut down, Coleman's will be shut down. Like it's no safety.
There won't be sun for
We
months.
got to head to different states. Where we headed? Everybody.
No, he's still going to be streaming from his cell phone. It'll be fine.
Listen, a trilogy, right? That happens. We all go separate directions, and then something else happens, like the volcano in Yellowstone.
That's just death. That's not.
Yeah, no, it's
there's
a
no
life-
coming back from that one.
I'm not coming back to Texas.
That's the 3 you got to keep up in it, and there you go.
I don't know what. I think.
Yeah.
I think after the snowpocalypse, like I think the most logical next step would be like a tornado and the snowpocalypse happening.
That can happen. I think that
And
happens
that's a
somewhere.
and that's a
before.
realistic could happen.
Now
in
it is,
Texas.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
global warming is a thing.
It's a real thing. I don't know if like fire tornadoes or
Look, okay, for all
the
those
thing
peop-
you just described actually did happen. It's like a ice hurricane, I believe. I don't know what they called it. We got vortexes and shit now.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah,
I was
I
thinking
don't know.
I was thinking, I saw the Pokemon movie, Mewtwo in that chair, just twirling his hand around.
Ice hurricane, bitch. Nah, for all those people, because I know there's an asshole out there saying it. Look, Texas was not made for snow.
No.
Like, look, I know what you're. If you're
why
out there
we're
thinking
here.
already, oh, they're complaining about y'all's systems and infrastructure is built for it. Ours are not,
Not at all.
Well, Texas doesn't really have infrastructure, period.
as it is. Bro.
Yeah,
Pretty lawless here, actually.
it really is. Like, what is Texas built to handle? Not much.
Yeah.
You can make all the jokes about like, oh, you can't handle snow. I've heard of people dying in 90-degree like heat waves.
That's
that's
actually
what I'm
worse.
saying.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're okay with that.
I mean, what was it like? We went through snowpocalypse and it was
Right.
bad. And then a whole bunch of houses in Oregon and Washington, they weren't built with AC because they're in Oregon and Washington.
Yeah.
And they hit a heat wave of 90 something.
Oh, that's true.
They
I
had to go
forgot
into
about
like
that.
lakes and shit.
Yeah. So it was reversed. So that's the sequel. Gotcha. That's the Tokyo
Yeah, we
Drift of
alternate
this
every
series.
year. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, I think they feel the same way about heat now, because like it's like snowy and rainy there all the time, right? At least like
It's
70
cool all the
degrees at
time,
most.
yeah.
yeah,
It's overcast a lot, right?
yeah. So
No,
yeah,
people
that's
people will be like, "Oh, y'all guys can't handle the cold," over and over again. And I know I have
I don't
had
think anyone there
genuine
is saying
friends.
that
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah.
I have genuine friends who came here, and my buddy Cam, he came through, and he dead ass was like, well, "How do y'all guys survive without the buildings melting?" Right? Because he came in August. And I was like, I don't know why you chose August.
yeah, that's the worst. Tickets
You
must
have to
been
be
cheap
built
as fuck.
different. You should not come to Texas.
discount.
Your first visit to Texas should not be in August
No,
at all.
August, early September, stay your ass at home, because it's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing about August is you get to flood the river. That'll be about it.
Yeah, but like
That ain't
thing.
worth. I don't think that's worth it.
I would say like early May is probably the best time because like spring is really nice here, but it's over in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Wait,
Yeah.
there
You'll
is
catch
like
that
the
week.
most wonderful
Perfect.
2 to 3. I think last year was a little bit longer.
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
But
2 to
but
3
but,
weeks.
normally it's 2 to 3 weeks of blissful, beautiful, whatever you're imagining in your head. Multiply that times
Oh,
5.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
then
get
it's
the
just
ultimate
scalding
Texas.
heat
Yeah.
and death.
It'll be like the low 80s for 2 or 3 weeks, then you'll wake up one morning and it's 102.
And you get, it's not
Why is my
good heat.
No.
It's
I think-
that
I
sticky
think-
heat.
For the full trade of us going through snowpocalypse, we only had like a week of triple-digit temperatures last year.
That's true. Yeah. Our summer was relatively
It was,
mild.
but we were always on edge because
Yeah.
we were like, oh, it's gonna pop off 110. Let's go, and it never did, and it was nice. But they were saying the exact same thing about the like grid. They were like, oh yeah, no, if it gets too hot now, it's fucked also, and you're also back in the fucking prehistoric age. So, you know. It's just a lot of useless land. It's going to be, like I said, the Australia of the states. It's going to be Mad Max, Texas.
I mean, if you really, I know we're trying to move on, but look, if you really think about Texas, it's only a strip of cities that matter. Outside of
Very
that,
true.
like fucking Hill. If Hill
If it
Country
wasn't for
was on
you, I would
fire,
say Dallas didn't matter. It's southern Oklahoma. I'm sorry.
honestly, it's really just a circle.
It is.
It's just Austin, Central
Right.
Texas, and if we really want to expand it out, I like San Antonio.
Yeah. Underrated city.
I mean, I can't even go to like the east. Like there's certain cities I still can't visit, so I don't know.
Oh, no. You drive straight through the east
it's a-
till you get to New Orleans.
Telling you, this shit goes
Don't stop.
shit goes haywire. Got to build a fort.
Yeah.
It can genuinely that we would be the genuine apocalypse scenario.
Yeah. It's going to be
Mad
like,
Maxing it out here.
No, it's going to be more like that obscure Kevin Costner movie, The Postman.
That was a blockbuster movie when it came out.
It was a failed one. It did not make money.
The obscure movie Star Wars. Shut
The
up.
Postman is not a popular movie. But yeah, no, it's going to be like
I still remember seeing the posters of it at Blockbuster
yeah,
for months.
Me too. It's the people remember the poster, but not the actual movie.
Actually, you know what? Time out. Can we not get on to Tommy? Because us nerd ass niggas like, I mean, maybe it's not popular. We're just in tune with movies.
Oh yeah, I forgot I wasn't talking to him. Okay, I apologize. Well, Gertz doesn't like movies either, right?
He doesn't like certain movies.
Yeah, like where did you get the idea? I don't
know. I
movies?
thought you
That's
just-
such a blanket
I
statement.
thought you just watched anime and played video games.
No.
You're a busy man. You only have so much time. I thought you just dedicated it to
Girls
that.
don't like pancakes.
Like,
Girls, you don't like eating, right?
Yeah, just like a random blanket statement. Yeah, I hear he doesn't like jackets. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that? I only
No.
watch anime from.
No, you had a Dragon Ball glass in your cabinet.
I did. It was a
So I
gift,
guess.
and I apprecited it very
I'll
much.
put 2 and 2 together.
And you were the. You,
Am I wrong? I don't know.
You reached right for it. You had all these glasses, and you just went.
First one I gunned for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The one with Goku on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
To
Super
explain,
Saiyan Goku.
That's just an out of the pocket, off the rim statement to make about someone.
I assumed, and I shouldn't have clearly. I apologize.
Specified.
Lesson learned. I
guess I guess I'm kind of fed up with Marvel stuff, so people just assume I don't like anything.
I think that's
now.
what it was. You said you
I'm in the
didn't
same
Yeah,
boat.
he said
Yeah.
you didn't watch any Marvel movies, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this
No,
man doesn't like cinema.
I just have issues with Eternals and Shang-Chi. I'm sorry.
Oh, so
dude.
you watched Eternals? Then.
I
Yeah.
watched Eternals. One of the worst things I've seen in years.
Oh dear God,
I hated
I
it.
appreciated it
For what?
because they talked, Gertz.
They talked?
They talked
Do you
instead of
remember-
just fighting.
do you remember
I got
anything they
tired of that
said?
shit. Not a thing. But it doesn't matter. It was a breath of fresh air. It was different. Dare to be different, Marvel. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. Jesus.
Difference not good
tried.
enough.
Oh God, they did try. I give them extra points for trying.
How? Where was the effort?
Because they talked.
That's
I mean, I don't know what else I have to say, Gertz. They talked.
you're talking right now. I don't detect an ounce of effort.
I appreciated the switch up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tommy out there giving participation trophies.
Yeah.
For that, yeah, for
They had
Marvel,
a conversation.
sure.
It was a talkie, you see? I haven't seen a talkie.
It was really boring. They apparently tried really hard.
And then the color came on.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
Everyone in this movie looks tired. It must be because they tried so hard.
They put the bumpers up for it, but it's fine.
Oh man,
come
the
on,
movie
man.
stinks.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked Spider-Man, but Eternals stinks.
I haven't seen it yet.
Eternals?
Eternals?
I haven't seen
Watch
Eternals
it.
yet.
You got.
Do you know? I mean, 'cause
I don't
it's-
know if you do have time. It's really long.
It is really long.
It's like
you got
2
to
hours and
dedicate
40
yourself.
minutes.
Hey man, I got like 4 deadlines tonight. I never have time.
Oh yeah, it's true.
yeah.
No time for you. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Put it on the background.
I
It's a
watched-
perfect
Yeah,
background.
you want to fall asleep on the job? Turn on Eternals.
Listen to them talk.
Yeah,
y'all mean.
Yeah.
that movie sucks.
I watched Shang-Chi and I was down with it.
You like that?
I've always told you, like, I really like the villain from Shang-Chi, and I like the
Oh,
first
no.
Shang-Chi. Excuse me.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi. I like the first 2 acts.
Right.
Really like the villain. Then it would be so much better had they not marveled it up.
If they talked a little bit more.
No, no, I meant tentacle monster. I just wanted
right.
fisticuffs and fight. That's it. That's all I want.
I mean, you kind of got that.
No.
No, you got a giant dragon in it.
Well, if for the
And
people
then it
who
led
like
to the
dragons,
literal worst
fuck, everybody
scene in
gets
the movie.
something. It came out of nowhere, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
And
It's
it-
a Marvel movie.
And it undercuts the good stuff.
It totally does.
Yeah.
That ending's terrible.
Yeah.
No, because
But
I mean, it's like it's
a movie that gets worse as it goes.
It was inoffensive until Act 3, and then I was
Yeah.
like, God damn it, not here. And then, like you, I like Spider-Man. Man, Eternals is so flip floppy. It's just and it's long.
You haven't seen it.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I meant.
He,
Like
he means like flip floppy on like,
Flip-floppy
should
in
I
terms of-
sue you?
Oh, I got you.
like no. First of all, flip floppy in that sense, and flip floppy in people's opinions, right? I go to like
Because it's just floppy. flop, floppy.
because I hear people who
It's
are
an
like,
infinite
it's okay,
penis,
it's okay.
apparently,
Like, it's
according to Gertz.
different. And then I hear people like y'all who are like, man, fucking shit
See,
sucks.
that's the issue.
That's the toughest part.
When the highest compliment is it's okay, it's like, well, then in that case, I'll wait for it to be on TBS. I don't know.
And I
Oh,
did.
damn.
It's on Disney Plus.
TV's TV, I was about to say.
When people say that movie's okay, it just sounds like Stockholm Syndrome. 'Cause it's that long. The movie holds the audience hostage. It sucks.
I mean, hey, if you can sit through Forrest Gump, it's Marvel's Forrest Gump, kind of, if you look at
What?
it.
How?
It's them in like real actual things that happen in history,
Oh,
like
I see that,
Mexicans not existing and
yeah.
this alternate Marvel world. That was Sammy's theory that Mexicans don't exist from the Eternals. Yeah.
Is that what you took away from
That's
the
what
3
he
hours?
said, so yeah.
Explains a lot of casting.
Yeah. True.
I mean, you could argue they dodged a bullet because that movie sucks. I wouldn't want to be in that piece of shit.
Gertz hates the movie.
It's awful.
It's not the best, but
No.
you know.
It's inarguably
tried.
the worst movie they've ever released.
Oh no, it's still Thor: The Dark
Thor
World.
2 is bad.
Yeah, it's
I
really bad.
actually might be in the weird case where I hate Iron Man 2 the most.
I forget about the Iron Man movies.
Eternals is the only one of their movies where I was like, this is straight up bad in every way.
That's fair.
Like Thor 2 is not good, but there are parts of it where I'm like, that was okay. And it had characters that had arcs, which I thought was like nice as the bare minimum. Eternals, like I don't even remember any of the characters' names. Oh no, there's a character named Cersei in it, which is weird because they have Game of Thrones actors in the movie.
Two of them.
Two of
Just to throw you off.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a fun little. It's a little nod.
No.
Just a nod.
Yeah, I respond to that nod with a shake.
with the shake of the head.
I guess maybe.
No.
Okay, time out. And this is like a light question, but are y'all guys in the same camp as me? I'd rather a movie just be bad than boring, right?
Yeah.
That's- Yeah.
Yeah.
my
And
thing.
Eternals is boring.
I didn't think it was
No, I can't
boring.
do that.
I prepared myself.
Because
for
I've
it.
always
You don't
said-
remember any of it.
I remember I liked it, sort of. They
I
talked, Gertz.
I
Like, I don't know
liked
what
it,
else to
sort
say. I just
That's-
like that they switched it
That's
up.
just a statement, though.
It doesn't fit the formula.
I could say they talked about every movie I've ever seen.
No, but
Yeah.
it's all talk and they do other things. In this movie, they don't.
They just there's only talk.
Like the Marvel movie that does that for me. Like I've always said, like I don't think it's not great. Like Captain Marvel, I'm just like
I still haven't seen it.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's pretty bad.
My
That's
entire
not good.
face had that neutral emoji look the entire time. I was not happy. I was not sad.
Yeah, it was. Pretty
was just-
neutral. I love Brie Larson too. I was just like, it's just this
And now, and in the back of my head, they're because it's awesome to see a female superhero movie.
Yeah,
but
but-
I'm like, what? I just saw Wonder Woman. That one was way better.
Yeah, I think that was a turning point a little bit where DC did something better than Marvel, straight up. Like, and I didn't see Captain Marvel. It was just the vibe that I was picking up on it.
Yeah.
No, I can
like
genuinely
Wonder
say
Woman.
Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. I had a good time.
Yeah, I love
except
Wonder
for like
Woman.
literally the only thing I have smaller critiques, but like the biggest thing for me was the third act.
The ending is bad.
Not great.
Yeah.
But outside of that, great movie. Captain Marvel.
So the chat asked real quick, and I mean after this we'll go into the show.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of Peacemaker? I mean, I love
I
it.
love Peacemaker.
I haven't seen it yet.
I've
What the
watched it.
hell, man?
Superhero fatigue, man. Like I like.
It's. I don't want to say different because that's like.
Well, I mean,
on this
it's
show.
not. Well, you said it was different because it has talking. That's not what Peacemaker is.
Yeah.
Peacemaker is different
Yeah,
because
no.
it's violent. Like you
it's
can actually
just-
kind of see it. It's closer to like almost the Punisher in a way. Like
A funny Punisher.
A
That's
funny
exactly,
Punisher. Yeah.
that's what I kind of thought
So
of.
That show stunk too.
Whoa,
Punisher.
God, he hates everything.
That show
What about
stinks.
Daredevil? Did you like?
I liked the first
Okay.
season a lot.
Okay, I'll
and then
give
I
you
thought
that.
it
Make
fell
stop
off.
now. It's okay.
Second season. Was bad. Second season was bad.
Yeah, second season is back.
So,
Third
so
season's good.
is
if you haven't
Peacemaker
seen
like
it.
in the camp of like more akin to The Boys or?
Yeah.
It's very akin to the boys,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, I do like the boys a lot.
If you put the Punisher and the boys in a blender, kind of like that.
I just like my boys pure and straight.
No, I
mean,
mean you'll want a little
it's really
Punisher,
great.
little
The only thing that's
funny
good.
psycho in there.
yeah, there's just aliens in it. That's about it.
I got that in Invincible.
You hated Invincible.
I loved
No, I
Invincible.
Oh, wait,
hated
sorry. He
Invincible.
hated Invincible.
Don't you
hated
ever
it.
put
Hit
that
the
word
race
in my
card,
mouth.
but
Tommy, they talked. What did you hate about it?
He actually
well, I
paused, told a
spoke 'cause
character to
I
think,
read
bro.
the comic. That's really the only reason.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was a dumb reason.
Yeah.
I acknowledge
Because I
that.
have mixed feelings on Invincible. I really like half of it, and I think the other half is dull as dirt.
He said that we're never gonna because Tommy is in charge of picking what we review whenever we do reviews. And he said we're never gonna review Invincible again.
Season 1 only. I'm not sitting through that again. What's gonna happen, Gertz? There's no point. They just do exactly that. It's the same thing they do in the comic. We're not getting to it. We did it already. It's got to be in the archives
Because
somewhere. I'm
Omni
sure.
Man looks like Mike Vrabel. Is that the only reason you?
Subconsciously now you and my therapist with that because I put it together. I was like, that's why I hated that fucking character. So actually, I love Omni
time
Man.
out.
Is the thing.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna rip off this bit. No. His whole thing is that it's like the comics. It matches what was in the comics.
End period. End of story. That's the review.
Oh,
Yeah. It
So,
was
but you
short.
liked the comics.
I love the comic.
So you wanted the show to do something different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like different.
And I said that's tough because
I get that though.
like especially with smaller property, you're like we gotta match what happened. But then for the people who read it, you want something different. Totally.
The boys did that. To their credit, they changed it up quite a bit from the comic, at least so far.
But I think that's a little
They're
bit.
gonna have Hero Gasm in season 3.
But
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I
Did
think
you read do you read comics?
No.
I don't know you, Gertz.
I know.
I realize now I don't
You just
know
make
you.
blanket assumptions. He doesnking like movies. He just
Come
watches
on.
anime and play video games.
You just thought he was JJ this entire time.
got face blindness or something.
I don't have my
Tom
glasses
went around
on, so
Gert's
yeah.
house just like
Yeah.
Assumptions.
Yeah.
Tommy's always right.
his favorite. His favorite color must be beige.
Safe bets. Safe bets, TJ.
You
Speaking
did
of which, that's a-
nothing but make not safe bets throughout. Are you the most wrong of
I was about to
last
say
week?
this is a great segue.
Oh,
me
no,
being,
I was
me being
pretty
right
awful.
is a fantastic. No, me being right.
I was pretty off. I think I got one game right last
You got
week.
one
You
game
did.
right.
Yeah, but
You
it was
did.
the one that I was the happiest to get right. Not that I have a choice, but if I were,
I
to
thought
get
you would
any
have been
right-
happier winning the bet.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, we'll
have
get
been,
to that. That
but
was
We'll
fun.
cover that. We'll
Yeah.
cover that.
Oh, we'll definitely cover it for sure. In length,
Then you're-
hopefully. You're still on the hook, motherfucker. And I tried. I was on his side. You read the messages
yeah.
like, yeah, we're all in a chain. Gert, you need to get in there. Yeah, talk a lot of shit about you in there.
No, we
we
didn't.
No,
Never.
we don't. That's what I'm saying.
What?
It might be
message
too, it might be
chain is
too
this?
noisy for Gert. Some of
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, yeah.
Bro, I'm muted 100% of the time.
Yes,
I
sir.
chime in when I need
Just
to.
mute us.
Actually, no.
okay.
What chat you're in is the right one. It's the one I chat.
I was gonna say we're all in a group chat.
Yeah, we are.
You're talking
I'm
about
on
different
Instagram. I'm like, I can read this one. Yes.
Yeah, like I usually, I don't read a lot of messages on Instagram. I forget that I'm in that chain.
I mean, you talk a lot of shit on Messenger.
Oh, with you?
Yeah.
No, straight to your face, Gert. There's no need
I
to
will
put
say,
you out there for everyone.
Tommy will hand deliver bullshit to you. Like, he'll come to your crib.
8
I'm like,
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I woke up at 8 in the morning, and there's a message from Tommy. It's like, is Mike Vrabel the Titans' Bill O'Brien? I was like, man, I'm going back to bed. Slept for another hour.
It was a
brushed
good
my teeth.
article, Gertz. It was a great article.
Nonsense flavored nonsense.
dead ass. I'm
Accurate.
not surprised from that.
Accurate. But yeah, okay, continue. Yeah, lead us in.
Lead us in.
I'm gonna start the show.
Okay. That's clutch. Fuck you! Fuck that team. I hope you both feel stupid as fuck. I hope you both. I love you both.
I have the security clause, you man.
You put your heart into this. Now fuck your hand. You're rooting for them. You're rooting for that fucking piece of shit ass team. I thought so much of you. I thought you're the football guy. I thought you were stronger than that, Gertz. But you weren't. Because you picked the shittiest fucking team in the playoffs to win. Oh, God. I love you both. I'm sorry. Marcos, you too. We're smart.
Have a safety net. I've never been a bigger Bills fan in my life.
Oh, no. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Oh, I did apologize to everyone. Though.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you should have listened, Gertz. I think that's the lesson that's learned here. Listen to Tommy at all times. You
Yeah, if
did,
there's
and look at-
talking, you would have been great.
We tied in the pick.
We talked. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. It's fine. I'll go. I'll go at 500. It's fine.
Good evening. If you're just joining us here today and walked in on Tommy yelling, that's
Yeah.
what all of Sunday kind of was towards the
It's a
end.
fun
Oh, Saturday.
Saturday.
It felt
Sorry,
like we-
this was probably the best NFL playoff.
Yeah, if you weren't at home, if this didn't keep people in, like I know COVID numbers have to be down just for this weekend. This is one of the best playoff weekends I think I've ever experienced in my life.
It was so good. Sean Payton had to say, "I can't match this. I'm out."
Yeah.
That's how good the playoffs was, man. No, it was actually genuinely glued to the screen for, I want to say, every single game.
Yeah. Every game ended it with a walk-off score, whether it was a field goal or a touchdown.
Yeah.
Or an overtime pass.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that game for sure. Probably the greatest playoff game, at least of our generation. Easily.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are the topics? Because this is a topic I would like to.
We're starting with a recap after the intro, though.
Okay, are we doing NFC, AFC? Let's
We're going to
split
go
that
through
up.
every game. I mean,
Okay.
I think we're probably going to start with the Bengals
I have a
and
lot to
Titans.
say about the AFC as a whole. So yeah, let's split it up.
As a
Okay.
unit?
Huh?
As a unit, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to be said.
We'll start with the NFC.
Let's go.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
it's a good one. That's
Okay.
an easy one.
My name is Marco. I'll be your host here today. If you type,
Oh, right. Forgot. We didn't do that part.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
It's the excitement. It's
Yeah,
palpable.
yeah, it's an exciting weekend. Yeah, it should be.
If you type JL Marco 62 into anything, I'll pop up. Just go ahead and give me an ad on anything: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I don't care. Next to me, we got.
Hey, you got TJ. Holla at your boy on TJ Mana on Instagram and nowhere else. Don't message me. It's not. You can message me on Instagram, just not Facebook Messenger. I won't answer. But you know someone who will? Not Tommy, but what's up, Tom?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, no, you can find me at Tommy McGrew_art Instagram, and that's the only place you can find me.
And you can't find that
And you
guy.
can't find this guy.
No, I'm Gertz. Respect my pride.
I guess because of how y'all were saying, I guess we'll start. Do you want to start with the GOAT game, or do you want to start with Aaron Rodgers?
No, we'll save Aaron Rodgers. We can go to.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
It's like,
that's a good way to lead in,
Fine.
actually. Yeah,
Let's start with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Throw
should,
Rogan.
actually. I saw a bunch of them.
Oh man, they were calling him Throw Rogan on like ESPN and FS1.
It was a list, and I
Yeah.
wish I remembered to put the list on.
Yeah.
It was some great nicknames on there.
Yeah, I heard QAnon Rogers.
That was the one.
Oh man.
For someone who's making all the rules bend towards him, it's gonna be nice to see you sitting at home for a bit. I just needed. Look, someone needed to take the air out of this bitch sails. He was flying too high.
Oh, yeah.
Flying way too high. How you go? I have a lot of problems. I'll just keep my mouth shut on Aaron Rodgers all season.
You know,
Because he was pulling up those MVP bullshit numbers, and you know what the worst part about that is? All the MVPs in the world. How many times a man got to Super Bowl? Made it past in the playoffs.
once.
Made one Super Bowl.
It's notorious.
What's the point if you the best regular season player consistent?
Hey, he'll make an NFC championship.
He'll make an
game.
NFC championship
in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Well, not this year.
and lose that motherfucker every time. That
And-
guy.
As a part of my soul died envisioning that instead of the 49ers, it was the Cowboys, a part of my soul was revived because it's the Packers dying, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay
so,
with
yeah.
two of these teams losing, and one of them I love.
He brought a lot of people together.
He did. It felt like America won that game.
Oh, for sure.
It was awesome. Oh man, I was so
Real
happy.
America, not the fake America. That's a whole different thing.
I mean, I've never. It hasn't been since Conor McGregor lost a fight that has it been like of everyone in a fan base was
Unity.
unified against a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Packers fans after that game were like, "Yo, we're done with this dude. This guy's a clown."
Yeah,
Clown
Devontae
show."
Adams is out.
Yeah, I don't think they can keep him.
No, they can't afford him anyway.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that aspect
Yeah.
after this because we are going to talk about what is the future for Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, but specifically about this game. I mean, I think he had a QBR of 19 or 27.
It was 19.
Really?
It was
I believe.
19.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
It was either his QBR or his passer rating. I forget which.
I mean, he only targeted like 2 wide receivers that
Yeah.
whole fucking game.
I think he had 28 throws
For
and
Devontae Adams.
21 were directed at Devontae.
Devontae,
Yeah. And my favorite thing about this whole game is there is no way you can not blame him for this. Because for years, every time he's had a disappointing loss in the playoffs, people said, oh, his defense stinks. His defense held the 49ers to 6 points.
No, they also say he has no run game.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Now it's been nonsense for like the past 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
But yet no one acknowledges that.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, yeah, he has the tools now.
Yeah, because the one touchdown the 49ers got was on special teams. The defense wasn't out there. So his defense played to win. His special teams had a snafu. You got to get more than 10 points.
Yeah.
You're the MVP of the league. You got to get more than 10
He
points.
was a little bit of a GM this season, too. He brought Randall Cobb
That's
back
true.
with his useless ass.
They bent over backwards for everything that he
It was
wanted.
Yeah.
You know why I'm happy he didn't win? Because this won't be known as the season of emo Aaron Rodgers. That's exactly what it was. It was just the woe is me, and then you have the fucking audacity to go on Pat McAfee
Yep.
and be like, you know what, man? Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
And you just gotta have your inner peace. And I have my inner peace, and I feel sorry for other people who don't.
God, he's
That's
terrible.
basically what he said.
Why is he?
That was the vibe.
Even Pat
of what he
McAfee
said.
was calling him Throw Rogan, which was great. I love that.
It's like your homie just poking a bear.
It was always a million Joe Rogan was on Twitter. Like, I guess Aaron Rodgers
Oh, yeah.
went to Joe Rogan for advice on this game.
Yeah.
That's why they lost.
Skip Bayless tweeted he's immunized against winning in the playoffs.
Oh,
Great.
Skip.
That's petty. I love it. That's
I do
petty.
too.
Skip went on a tear on him on Twitter and then on the show on Monday.
Yeah.
'cause-
Nice.
Oh, no,
need
I
to
mean,
watch that.
plain and simple, he's not wrong. You
No.
cannot be a repeatable MVP MBU. Like, okay, look.
Oh, also,
plain and simple.
can I throw out one more stat before you go? 0-4 in the playoffs with San Francisco.
Yes.
Yes.
Lose every time. And you said when you got drafted, they're going to regret that. Well, I mean, yeah, you got one Super Bowl more than they have. They'll get another Super Bowl here, I have no doubt, at some point, because they got the genius Kyle Shanahan. But yeah, no, this team has owned you.
Yeah.
Like literally from draft to now, they fucking owned you. So shut up. Shut the fuck up. God.
I just put it in comparison. You can throw some other you can throw a quote unquote MVP caliber quarterback who's still there. Patrick Mahomes gets called all the best things in the world.
Right.
Guess how in his limited time in the league, he's already produced. He's made it farther consistently.
Yeah.
Amazing player,
Definitely.
right? You have Tom Brady. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
That's the whole thing.
He really only had 5 seconds. And he said, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's an
You
MVP.
can't count it. If you went a championship a second, you couldn't do it.
Oh gosh, I know
Yeah.
this is scary. But, literally, you have to give the ball to the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Others. You have to give the ball to the other side in order to get them to win.
Right.
But like you were mentioning, Gertz, there's just no other area you can look at to not blame the quarterback at that point.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you are an MVP caliber quarterback.
Yeah. And you talk hot shit.
Yeah.
Shoot, even I usually say if you make it to 14 points and that's where you're around, that means both sides of the ball did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that's a 2 touchdowns. That's your limiting factor.
Right.
You can't even get 1. Can't even get that.
Yeah. His defense.
Can't get 2.
And his defense showed out. His defense played hard.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I feel a little sorry for the defense, but I do not feel sorry for Aaron Rodgers at all. I was elated to see him.
Well, if you're
lose.
associated, it's guilty by association. If you're associated with them, yeah, fuck you too. I'm not a Green Bay fan in the slightest. I didn't care. They were just a team to me before. Now I dislike them.
Yeah, this
I
year.
just dislike that team now.
Yeah, this
Because
whole,
now you look like a bitch.
yeah,
Like your organization looks like a bitch.
Yeah.
You let this guy with long hair because he wanted to be John Wick for Halloween. Get the fuck out of here. You let that dude run your organization for a season, and look what it got you.
yeah.
He has feelings.
You went farther before when you didn't do that. Just saying.
I mean, you violated COVID protocols in a pandemic to appease this guy, and everyone, like the coach, the organization, they were all aware that he was lying, and they
Put people
co-signed
at
it.
risk.
Yeah, they all put people
Put
at
people's
risk.
families at risk.
Yeah.
For Aaron fucking Rodgers.
So
Good job.
yeah, this is
Good
the
job,
first
man.
season. I mean, I haven't been a fan of Aaron Rodgers for a while, just because I find him kind of annoying. This is the first time where I was like, I actively dislike him, and the first time where
Same.
I've actively disliked that organization
Yeah.
for enabling
For
him
allowing
so
that.
much.
Yeah.
And if you're going to enable him so much, he could at least win for you.
At least get farther than what you've gone like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, they went not as far, so it was a different.
They got something. They got Randall Cobb.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. She was trying to bring Jordy Nelson back too. Randall Cobb is a Happy Meal toy. Fuck out.
He was like, Tom's doing it. I want to do it.
Bill O'Brien
Said,
tried
I
it.
want to bring you
Clearly
who
it's
I
not
want
that
to bring.
hard.
So, do you all think that this damages his legacy?
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I,
Oh, yeah,
He's
no,
straight
for
out
sure.
of the GOAT conversation.
I don't think he was.
Oh,
ever,
yes.
I don't think he was ever in it, but he's
Yeah,
certainly not in it now.
But
There's
even
always
to-
that one that was like, no, you just talk a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and people believe it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I heard you use the term regular season hero to describe Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I have.
That's Aaron Rodgers. Like,
No, because he gets you to the NFC Championship, Gert.
Not this year,
Not,
he
not,
did.
This year.
Not this year.
no, not anymore.
Yeah, I mean-
I don't see him going back.
has he been to 4 or 5? in
He's
his
going to be your
career?
quarterback next, probably, right?
I hope
We'll
not.
talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Going from one
That
type
is a
of
whole
people
nother
to
thing.
another.
It's a whole nother subject right there.
God, I hope not. We've got cap space. I looked up the salary cap situation.
Oh yeah, no, you guys.
There's the one time I was dejected seeing we had cap space.
Yeah.
Gertz had his glasses on with the calculator. Like, if we carry the zero,
Yeah.
I don't think we can afford. No,
Yeah.
wait.
Let's just give Najee a Berger contract now.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Can we just overpay for Mitch Trubisky and be done with it? Like,
Oh no, Mitch Trubisky. You don't
You know
want
what
Mitch.
path y'all are going down.
Mitch is a good Pittsburgh quarterback name. Like,
You on the names.
Mitch
You have a
Berg.
Duck Hodges shirt.
Yeah.
Because you like the name. He
Yeah.
is better than Mason Rudolph.
he's way better than
Both
Mason
as a
Rudolph.
person and a quarterback.
The Mitchburg Steelers. I'm all about that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
We can make that work. Shut up, TJ.
Does he get a burger
you.
too?
Shut up.
They give everyone burgers. If you have, it doesn't matter. If you've done horrific things,
God.
they'll give you a burger.
I am surprised, and this is going to be a common theme as we talk about the other games, that for a season that was filled with, I mean, they still fucked up a little bit, and at least the Chiefs game, missing kicks, that so many games just came down to like a 40, 50-yard field goal.
A lot of field goals. There's a lot of clutch kickers out there.
Did you see the kicker from the 49ers, like in the pre-clips, that he was kicking while the Packers were running out into the field?
Oh yeah.
And then like last week, the cheerleaders were doing their dance. And he was just like, I don't care. He's still out there doing kicks in the middle of.
Yeah, gold is gold. Yeah. He's gold back there. Yeah,
He may be my new favorite kicker at this point.
Not McPherson.
No.
I love McPherson. That's my guy. I'm loving that squad more and more, Gertz. Good luck winning your division for the next 3 years, by the way. Unless you get a Deshaun Watson or maybe an Aaron Rodgers, but we'll talk about how him and Mike Tomlin won't get along.
The Steelers find a way to win, so I'm not.
They
that
still got
worried.
Tomlin.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we've had an atrocious quarterback.
He
for
might
the
pull a
past-
Sean Payton and just walk away if it gets too bad.
I don't think
Peyton's
so. There are too many.
Yeah.
There's too many good players, and there's a lot of cap space.
It seems like they didn't prepare for this.
Oh, for the quarterback thing, no.
that seems
Yeah,
very
you are-
irresponsible.
You are correct.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of it was Big Ben being a douchebag.
Well, yeah, that's what he does
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
you can't. I will never get over it. You can't go into playoffs and just not want to win. That's not
Not
what
just
you
wanna
do.
be there.
No.
At least I'd rather win. Just give it to a team that wants it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that.
It's
Fucking
true.
we'll have an interesting game.
It really made me want the Ravens to be in there because I know Snoop Hudley would have tried to win that game. He would have tried.
They would have had an awesome shot.
He would have wanted a Disney movie. He would have tried his damnedest.
Big Ben sounded disappointed that the Steelers made the playoffs.
Oh, he didn't sound happy at
I
all.
was like, I gotta play another game.
No, he wanted his last home game to be his last game. He cried and shit.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
It was. It was.
But I mean, oh wait, we didn't even talk about the other side of the ball that much. Hey, glad
they
you
did-
made it this far, guys.
love San
I was
Fran.
about to say, outside, that's why I brought up gold. I was like, outside of that, I mean, it did seem like the 49ers just kind of survived.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's what they do best.
Gonna get
With Jimmy
Thanos this
Garoppolo,
next game, dude. They're screwed.
Tell you something. Jimmy Garoppolo is the best film director out there. Writer, director, because he will hey, a team in a world
Yeah.
where a team has a terrible fucking quarterback, yet still makes it to the AFC
Yeah.
or the NFC Championship.
I mean,
yeah,
If I mean,
yeah, he's not good.
yeah, no,
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you brought up anime earlier. Jimmy G is the tuxedo mask of the NFL.
Yeah,
He really is.
See that? Yeah,
Yeah, it's like my work
Oh, you
here is
remember that meme, yeah.
my work here is done. You didn't do anything. Whoosh, just gone. 'Cause-
He has the swag of a young Tom Brady.
yeah, and
in his prime.
and the skill of a dead one. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
0 touchdowns this game. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Why, rethinking through the game, did he do anything, or was it Debo Samuel and
Debo Samuel getting his ass handed to him, putting the game, the entire team on his back.
Go do something.
I bleed from the elbow.
Yeah.
Can someone do something?
He literally hopped off the field on one leg.
He came back.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to come back, and the motherfucker came back. I'm a big Debo
Because you know what
Samuel
happened?
fan.
Kyle Shanahan went to the side and said, "I'm gonna let you know right now, we can't do that with him. I'm gonna need you to figure something out.
Yeah.
This
and
is
get
on
back
you.
up."
Do you want to win? Because I failed before. It's fine. It's fine with me. But do you want to be me? And then Debo went out there and he did his thing.
All y'all other
He
people,
won that game.
Debo, me, you, look, you're here.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Without you, we can't be here.
He also gave the same speech to the special teams unit.
That's true.
Come get your checks.
It was probably, if I had to guess, you don't like Kyle Shanahan. I know.
I don't
You hate
dislike
him. No, you fucking hate him. But it's fine. I think he's a genius.
I mean, if there's anyone that didn't get a speech, it was the fucking Matt LaFleur over there.
Oh, yeah.
Letting 10 people on the field.
He was
Yeah.
lost.
At least Kyle Shanahan has never done anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was lost. But though that special teams
Oh, yeah.
helped them out a lot. No one cares about special teams.
Yeah.
That if you are the one person who's interested in special teams only, this
Yeah.
was your game to watch because they showed up.
It was like they asked, what's the biggest obstacle for you to overcome in this game? Kyle Shanahan. He says, the quarterback. And they're like, oh, Aaron Rodgers? He goes, no, Jimmy Garoppolo. Debo Samuel, our special teams, they're all we got. I will say this, though. I mean, Jimmy G did lead a game-winning drive to that field goal, which is something Aaron Rodgers cannot say because he lost. Because he
He did.
stinks.
He
in the
deserved to.
postseason.
Miss
true.
Miss Eddie Izzard on a
Is
3rd
he-
and 11.
Is he
Wide
still
open.
going to be MVP?
Probably.
I don't think they take playoff games into consideration.
So I don't take any of the MVP and Coach of the Year. I don't take any of them seriously because the winner of Coach of the Year probably won't deserve it because more than likely it's Mike Vrabel's ass. Because I guess we ran out of coaches to give it to who actually deserve it.
I feel like timeout. I feel like MVP wise, yeah, like if you do some stunting in the playoffs, that should count. I feel like if you ain't making it,
He had a
what's the point?
montage before the game. Like, if you have a montage, you need to win MVP. Otherwise, that montage is a joke.
Oh my God! I
Play the second clip. He actually talks about it, about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
It's the first thing he says. It's relevant.
Okay. What are we looking for here?
Nope, just
Me?
when Aaron Rodgers lost.
Oh, y'all didn't know you recorded.
Oh, yeah.
That's illegal.
Fucking
About how brilliant this fucker was. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. We got a message, Marcos.
we celebrate his downfall.
Yes. You're responsible for this victory, Marcos.
That's it. That's it.
Someone text Ray too.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
we were all happy.
I texted Ray pretty much right after, and he was like, I know. And he said he couldn't even watch football the next day. Like, that's
Oh,
all.
he missed the fuck out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you did yourself a disservice, Ray.
No, boo. My douchebag quarterback didn't win the game against a mediocre team.
No, I didn't watch the best playoff game in history.
Like I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
Maybe it's because I don't have an MVP quarterback, but personality matters.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got to ride or die with your quarterback. At least like we always say, I love Dak. He's a great person.
Yeah,
and then
good guy.
you know,
Quarterback-wise, questionable.
no, personality does matter.
Yeah,
I'm not.
personality matters.
You know
I'm
what's
not
funny?
ride or die with our quarterback because he's a piece of shit.
He's gone now. You guys don't have a quarterback.
I know.
But for the team who does, like the thing with Dak was like, you got Cowboys fans convinced me Dak wasn't shit. You two convinced me. I was like, I always rode with Dak since Mississippi State.
Wow.
So I was a fan. I was a fan of that first rookie season. I'm like, that's how you make an impression as a 3rd round pick. I love it. Love that story. And then, years later, I always had that in my head. And years later, these two are like, nah,
I like
he
Dak.
sucks.
I'm Dak
No,
defender.
no. As a person, yeah, not as a player.
I always
right.
call him a B tier quarterback because that's what he is.
And Alex Smith. No, well, Alex Smith can manage a game.
Alex Smith is better than Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
true.
get y'all to calm down.
I'm sorry. It's true.
Derek Carr's better than Dak.
It's very true.
More experienced.
He's better.
No, he is better. Barely,
more
not by much, but he's
experienced.
better.
Hey, things gotta age like fine wine.
That shit ain't aging.
No, that contract's aging like milk.
Jerry's aging. That's good news for
that's
you
good.
guys. That's
His son is actually the one that makes the good decisions.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones wanted to draft Johnny Manziel.
You guys want to make a
had.
long-term wager
Oh,
here?
we would have been still stuck with him.
We'll be old probably by the time. I feel like, and I'm not wishing this. I love Jerry Jones. He's super entertaining, but he's getting older. If Betty White can go, so can Jerry Jones. Age is a thing. So when Stephen Jones takes over, I feel like the first season of him taking over, you guys will probably make the Super Bowl. Maybe not win, but I feel like you can make the Super Bowl.
I think it might take 2, and it depends on. Right now, our cap is fucked.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's gonna take time for Jerry's resilient as fuck. It's gonna take a while.
I don't know, man. After him
think
putting
you're just
salt
jinxing
on
him right
McGriddles,
now.
I don't want to. That's what I'm trying not to do, guys. I don't want to jinx Jerry Jones because he's entertaining.
you can jinx him all you want.
No, I like the Cowboys kind of being
Marcos
what
is
they
pretty much
are.
like, please jinx him.
No, I like,
You can take Mike McCarthy too.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
well,
he
he might be
don't-
out.
Yeah.
is he?
He might be. Like that.
No one gave Kellen Moore any play as a head coach. We have like one interview.
I'm gonna need y'all to back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. Not off Kellen Moore. Take him. Dan Quinn. He's mine.
gonna
He's
say.
ours.
No, it looks like he's
Bro,
got a job
y'all
ready.
these piranhas just no. Like, oh, I'm like, calm down. We keep him.
Us losing might have actually kept both of them. Might have actually.
Yeah.
Maybe if Jerry fires Mike, but I don't think Jerry.
I hope Jerry Jones still, even in the
He's mad.
beautiful dream scenario, we made it to the playoff. I made it to the Super Bowl and won.
He's mad.
I hope he
at
would have
TJ.
still in that trophy celebration been like, it's Dan Quinn who did this. It's not you. It's Dan.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, with these coaches becoming more and more available, I mean, if they want to keep Dan Quinn, we talked about it a little bit already. The only way you might be able to keep him is make him the head coach. Otherwise,
And I'm okay with that.
I mean, you might be.
yeah,
stuck
he
with-
would do a lot better.
The chat's been saying, and I know this isn't happening, but a guy named One Eye Johnny keeps saying that, like, oh, the Cowboys are getting Sean Payton next year, and I'm like, no, we're
Sean
not.
Payton's taking
No.
a break.
He's done. I think he. I
I think
mean,
he's retiring permanently.
I think so.
I mean, he's got a Netflix movie.
Y'all want to see a grown man cry? Y'all want to see? Let Sean Payton come through.
Oh, he's not getting.
I'll
hired.
cry.
I mean,
He would not be a Cowboys
which
coach.
coaching jobs would be appealing to him right now? None.
Raiders, maybe. I
Maybe.
can see him as a Raiders coach.
Maybe he. I mean, to me, if I was a coach, right, I'd be like, man, fuck it, I get to live in Las Vegas.
I don't know,
All
man.
right.
You'd get too many
Seems
phone.
like a Sean Payton city.
I was about to say you'd get too many calls in 3 a.m. about DUIs.
Oh yeah, they can't. That shit is. It's
Y'all need to control y'all
yeah,
shit.
man. I told him just get drivers. No one gets a car. Take the car. We'll pay for your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you so much money for your car. No cars for anyone. You two dare a car. It's only fair. You might go off the fucking rails one day.
It's in his
he looks
name.
he looks like a ticking time bomb. Yeah, no, like take everyone's keys away and give them drivers. You can afford it. You're a team in Las Vegas. Bet on yourselves to lose and win money. Sorry, Sammy.
But I want to keep the NFC train going.
Yeah, the goat.
This bombastic, fantastic.
No,
game.
in like the second half.
Dude, I mean,
because the
look,
first half you were like,
let's
oh,
not
this
play.
is
Let's
a
not play
blowout.
games. There was a point in the chat where everybody was kind of tapered out. We were
A little bit.
Yeah, we were just like, oh yeah.
This became a background game for me while I cleaned my kitchen.
And then slowly but surely, like, see our chat popping off a little bit. I'm like, okay,
Right.
let me turn back onto the game. And then we see Tom Brady being Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And it was like the purest definition of Tom Brady being Tom
Let it be
Brady.
known, I was done cleaning by like 2 minutes, fourth quarter, because
Yeah.
of course Tom Brady was going to Tom Brady. It's what he does. That's why he's the GOAT. And him retiring, like, nah.
You don't think he's gonna retire?
Fuck no.
We'll circle back to that
Okay,
one.
Yeah.
because I hope he does it. I'm becoming a Tom Brady fan, and I don't want. I knew he was gonna say something. He's likable now, Sam. He does
He has
Hurts
a
commercials.
personality.
That was the most resilient I've seen a quarterback ever. Is
bled.
that just not say die,
No one can hear him. It's fine.
just not say die, and then it's like every piece was falling around him.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
that's what he does.
Yeah, I mean, he went down swinging. I mean, that's all you. I mean, if you're not going to win, play like you think you're going to. He tied up the game. So,
Well, a game that shouldn't have been a tied up game at all.
and a lot of it was the Raiders gagging, and
Rams.
not. Oh, excuse me. Yes,
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah,
The Raiders gag so much it's second nature.
Oh no,
But a lot of it was the Rams gagging. Not on Matt Stafford though, which was
no,
interesting.
that was weird. It
Yeah.
was like a weird
Cam
alternate
Akers
universe type
fumbled
of shit.
twice.
Oh, they tried to lose.
Yeah,
I'm
And
pretty
then
sure
Matt
that
Staff was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know I had to go through Dante's Inferno to get to this bitch.
Yeah.
Get the
He
fuck.
said, we getting this field goal.
Literally, I was in
Going to
Detroit.
overtime.
I had to go through hell to get here. I'm not. Yeah, no overtime. We're doing.
I think it was the first time Cooper Kupp's fumbled all year. Yeah. The snap went over his head. It's like, dude.
A lot of MVP candidates looking like bitches. Just saying.
So, credit to Matt Stafford. He was the one consistent, steady thing for the Rams.
I definitely thought he was going to Stafford.
He
I was like, I didn't think he was going to. No, I thought he was going to crumble in the fourth quarter.
I didn't think he had it in him.
No, he did, but
I mean,
maybe he's like Eli. That would be cool to see. I would like to see that.
Culture matters. I mean, I think even Odell Beckham is clear.
I like that too.
Yeah, you like the Rams. They play to win, and they haven't won the Super Bowl yet, but they've been to one, and they always are making a run in the playoffs.
The worst Super Bowl in history, mind you.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's an organization that is all about we want to win, and we want to win now, and that matters.
Yeah, no, it's the organization where, teams are like, oh, we're going all in this season, and they don't even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, this is a team that goes all in, and exactly what that all in's supposed to be is what happens, like where they are now.
And when I looked into the cap stuff, I was surprised. The Rams are only over the cap by, I think, $5 million.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's an Odell Beckham.
Yeah. Like
well, no, actually, they pay him the minimum.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll go back. I have no doubt he'll go back.
But I was shocked because, looking at when they picked up Von Miller, I was like, oh my God.
How the fuck did you do that?
Yeah. So the fact that they're...
Which that acquisition's looking nice right now because he showed up too. Look, he was a Matthew Stafford on the defensive side. It was like, why did we acquire you? This is why we got you.
He's definitely playing like 3 years younger.
Yeah.
When you got Aaron Donald on the other side taking all the heat, you're like, oh shit, I can actually really get after the quarterback. I can get after Tom Brady here.
Yeah, you have Aaron Donald choking people out there. Von Miller can run out there unimpeded.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl MVP, and he looks like it.
That team is built. It's built to make us. It is built to make a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Even Mr. Invincible. Tom Brady himself got unsportsmanlike.
He bled, TJ.
Yeah.
He bled.
He's cut. He's cut.
Oh, God.
The entire world was like, because even I was like, what, time out? They gave him he talks back to the refs all the time.
Yeah. He even admitted that he does that a lot.
He laughed about it, I believe.
Yeah.
It was a joke to him.
Yeah.
He said it on a podcast.
He just said one too many of your mamas, and dude was like,
They got him. Yeah.
So how does the cap work? Because I didn't think about this. Odell's actually getting paid less because he get paid.
Well, he put his shit in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And now he has $35,000 on, I think, like a $500,000 contract because he Bitcoined it.
I don't even know how any of that works.
Really?
Nope.
Another assumption that I thought. I could have sworn he would have been the guy to go to on Bitcoin. Either one of you two.
No. I don't think either of them you would go to Bitcoin.
Really? You either, TJ.
we could talk about diversifying.
See, he knows. He knows about it.
No, I invest in physical things because
God, Gertz, you learn something new every day. You really do.
like the comics and movies he hates.
like a house.
Going back to the game, I was really surprised by how much the hand of God showed up once in a while to help Tom Brady. Like there was fumbles that should not have been fumbles.
Yep.
I'm telling you, when
It was some Brady shit.
it was literally like you were watching it legitimately manifest.
Yeah.
I don't like to use that word. That's what is it? Astrological people use, like manifest.
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And he's and you were like
wrong
the,
space person.
the hands, the literal hands of fate were moving, causing people to fumble, niggas to trip.
Yeah.
Tom Brady their defense got a score, like got a literally not a score, but literally brought them to the line super easy. It was weird. It was just weird.
Yeah, he's a witch. I mean,
yeah,
casts
I can
spells
buy that.
before the game, and then
you
these
saw
shenanigans happen.
You saw how he looked
with
when
the
he was
blood of
younger and now,
Antonio.
right? That's creepy. Yeah.
Steals his son's youth.
Yeah, and I could have sworn he had more kids than he had. I had a Mandela effect thing with Tom Brady. Like I thought he had a son named Jack. I've said that on this show. He doesn't.
Not anymore.
Jack, that's what I'm saying.
Sucked his soul dry.
He can control both universes and souls. Yeah. The man's not right, but he can play football.
Yeah.
We're actually in the doomed universe because Tom Brady lost.
He bled, TJ. I'm telling you, like people lost their shit on that. Like, he is a human being. I think he could be a lizard person. I don't know, but he could bleed. We know that much.
But I mean, kudos to him. He was felt like this was a team that he really had to adjust to for the playoffs because they had a bunch of injuries happen at the end of the year.
Yeah, they were
So
beat up.
Yeah, so for the fact that he was making, once again, he makes Scotty Miller look good. He makes all that team look fantastic.
You know, we're all thinking it. I'll say it. Elephant in the room. I'll do it, Gertz.
Okay.
All right.
Could have used an Antonio Brown.
Unfortunately, yes, but
I'm just
Only
saying.
if he could keep his pads on. like that's. I mean, why don't
Mike
Antonio
Tomlin managed to do it.
for a little while? Yes. I mean, what Antonio Brown are we talking about?
When they helped you get a Super Bowl
yeah, the one
last year.
the one from last year. Then sure.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. That's the gamble. No
Yeah.
risk and no biscuit. That's the coach's motto.
I,
That's a big risk.
He's trying his best to be a Raven right now.
Which is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll get into
It's
that.
like I'm going to go from one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever to Lamar Jackson,
The most inaccurate. Throws to one guy.
and I'm a Lamar fan.
I like Lamar.
I
That's
defended
what I
Lamar
know.
more than any of you on here.
That's true. That's your rival. That's weird.
I know. I
he
respect.
reminds me of
Steeler fan
reptiles,
would.
and you know I don't like him.
I respect Lamar.
Why? You don't respect. You think I respect any of my fucking quarterbacks in my division?
You clearly don't.
No, they're all pieces of
You
shit.
barely respect. Oh, man.
Carson Wentz. I'm supposed
I was about to
respect
say that's because you have
Wentz.
Carson Wentz, Trevor Lawrence,
Sunshine.
and
I have a unanimous MVP in my division.
And the guy who won me a bet. Those are the three quarterbacks we got.
Wasn't his MVP unanimous?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's a unanimous MVP. You got to give it up.
No, you don't.
Oh God,
I like the guy, but
you're so petty.
Where is he now? Did he play in the playoffs? I don't believe he did.
You were sitting on a high ankle sprain.
What, okay, I didn't know if it was that or a flu, because one of them's gonna get him. Like, just
I
his
wish-
durability was
I wish he was vaccinated.
at the very least. Wish he had the flu fucking vaccine too, because he gets sick every 5 seconds. Give him an HPV vax. I don't know what he does in his personal life, but get it to him anyway, because he catches shit very easily. And
don't-
just like, goddamn, man, you throw to one guy.
Yeah.
dude, give him
That's my issue.
give him the child's one that you just put in the nose.
That's all.
Yeah,
Give him something.
the dude has more diseases than Mr. Burns.
No shit, you're the most durable quarterback in the NFL. But a bacteria gets you.
Yeah,
I'd say
sacks
that
you.
to the Antonio Brown point.
Yeah.
I don't know why, bro. They are a running team.
Yeah.
I don't know what you went from an air raid team, like
Yeah.
a legitimately air raid team,
Right.
to a running team. Oh man, he's gonna be miserable. And
they're
Mark
not gonna
Andrews
want him.
and Mark Andrews is ahead of you forever. So
Yeah.
if you didn't like the Tom Brady Gronk connection, well, guess what?
Yeah.
You ain't getting much different.
Do you really think Harbaugh is going to be like, oh yeah, let's bring on Antonio Brown? Hell,
Baltimore has culture.
yeah.
Well, they did just extend him so he could kind of do whatever he wants. It's kind of like tenure for a coach.
Well, yeah. My point being, Harbaugh.
I would bring him on.
Harbaugh.
He's going to play with his cousin. His cousin will keep him in line.
Yeah, no, I
Hollywood
mean,
Brown.
he was
That's
probably,
his, that is
he
his
was
cousin,
probably the
yeah.
first one in the office. Like, please don't bring this.
For the love of God, let me tell you about.
I know him.
He scheduled a whole ass meeting, just like, listen, let me tell you about this guy. Like, you don't know
gonna
the
tell
real.
He's gonna look you in the eyes. You're gonna start to think.
Let me tell you
is this
something.
Feasible. You're gonna think you can. is your
Anyone who
friend?
hangs
No.
out with Kanye West and Floyd Mayweather in the same setting, nah, I can't trust your judgment. So, like, yeah, nah. It wasn't even the stripping off the pads in the middle of a game. That did it for me. So I was like, nah.
Didn't your black something's wrong radar go off when they met? I was like, there's a
Oh,
disturbance.
yeah.
There's a singularity. I can't have it. Two
I never thought
black
of those
holes are a
two.
collection. I'm
I
like,
never thought of those
no.
two until that. They were like, those two are hanging out. I'm like, that makes too much sense.
Yeah. Unstoppable force and an immovable object meet each
Yeah.
other. I'm like, oh god.
Didn't like that. And he just throw Floyd Mayweather Jr. as a sprinkle, I suppose. So wife beating sprinkle. I don't know.
But bringing it back to the Bucks, I mean, in case anybody needs a reminder, I do really, really like the Bucks. I was a fan prior to Tom Brady being a thing. I really like Jameis, and then I learned that the team is awesome. And so for them, yeah, with the way that Tom Brady works and operates, he needs an inside individual. And I know that they kept on moving Gronk out because of just injuries and the way that they had to operate.
Yeah.
And so because he doesn't have that Chris Godwin fallback,
Yeah.
or that middleman that they were leveraging Antonio.
He's that slot.
How do I put it? They would leverage Antonio and Mike Evans on the sides, and then bring in Chris. Oh my gosh, bring in Gronk.
Right.
Like that flexibility of the middleman being your one of your strongest players. It's so important. I'd honestly, to me, I love Mike Evans. Literally my favorite receiver.
Yeah.
But I do think that if he was the one out and Chris Godwin was the one in, like that position wise, that works a little more comfortable with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So
no, he
like,
needs look like I think he got exposed big time because it shows for sure he needs a Gronk.
Yeah.
He needs a running game,
Yeah.
little bit of a running
Yeah.
game.
I mean,
But you know what he needs the most? A Julian Edelman or a Wes Welker or an Antonio Brown. Like he needs that slot receiver that's just always open. That's his safety blanket.
Yeah.
He exposed the fuck out of that. If he doesn't have that, it's done. He usually loses. And so he didn't have that, and look at where he is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he got exposed and that he only made it to an NFC like division game, which is still pretty good.
That's why I wouldn't retire
Yeah.
if I was him. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good segue into that. Like, don't
Well,
retire.
We got 2 more games to talk about, and then we'll get into
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's get. Oh, yeah, we do. Fun ones. Very fun
One
ones.
of them was like the best game ever.
we
Yeah,
can
it's
save
not the
one
one
of
that I'm
those.
thinking. My best game ever is not his best game.
All right, look.
You know what? You know what? Actually, he might be right. Like these are both NFC quarterbacks. We'll just get into.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's a good segue. Like,
Right.
what is so? Aaron Rodgers, he had whatever happened. Well, lost. Now he has 1 year left on the contract. So we'll see. Do you think he comes back? Do you think he gets traded? Everyone's looking like he's tired of football at this point. I don't know if he's
likes the
tired or if he's
attention,
just throwing a
clearly.
fit because he lost.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he stays with Green Bay.
I mean, who's
I
their
don't think he
coach?
can
Like,
stay with
or, I
Green
mean,
Bay.
who's their GM?
He hates their GM.
Oh, he
who's
hates
their coach?
everyone now. He's a fucking
But
TLDR.
teenager. Yeah.
One of the staff, I've totally blanked on the name, was pretty much like, yeah, we want Rodgers back. Like, we want
It was
him
Matt
back.
LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. So
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur.
He hates Matt LaFleur.
He hates everyone.
But
he's the best
they're
shot they
40
got.
million over the cap right now.
Yeah, they are probably in the worst cap space of any team.
Yeah.
We're pretty bad.
And he mentioned
We're not over. We just don't have money to re-sign people, which
Mm-hmm.
is a different problem.
he mentioned that he didn't want to be part of a rebuild, but I don't know what that means because he's a liar. No one thought the Green Bay Packers were going to rebuild. Did anyone think, oh yeah, that team's going to rebuild? No.
Well, they have to rebuild. They have to sign
now.
20 players, and they're 40 million over the cap. And some of those players are Adams. They're going to have to.
I mean, they're going to have to let some people go, but they're going to do everything they can to keep Adams. Everything. Like, I mean,
He doesn't want to be there anymore.
well, not without Aaron.
Yeah,
I mean,
why would you?
I mean, would be getting rid of a bunch of no-name players to keep your stars? Does that be classified as a rebuild?
I don't think.
That's where my head's at.
Yeah, no, that's not a rebuild team.
Yeah.
If you have Aaron Rodgers, it's not a rebuild.
Yeah, if you have
Shouldn't be anyway.
if you have Aaron Rodgers and your star wide receiver,
Yeah.
that's not a rebuild to me.
That's just a
Same.
Tuesday.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, okay, we're getting some new pieces to help our stars. Now, if they get rid of Aaron Rodgers or Devontae Adams, then I'd be like, okay, that sounds more like a rebuild to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere, personally. They'll do whatever they have to do. And he'll realize he doesn't have a better shot of winning in fucking Green Bay. I mean, not Green Bay, in Pittsburgh than he does in Green Bay.
He does or doesn't.
Does not.
I agree. He does not.
Because he's going to clash with Mike. It's only one alpha in that locker room.
I mean, and the Steelers' offensive line is no good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where would he...
Actually, no, I want him to go there then.
Why?
Oh, you want him to get hit.
Character building.
Oh, no.
He's too far gone.
Let him do
there.
fucking State Farm commercials.
I mean,
I
hey,
don't fucking know.
look, the Bengals love character building, so I think that we can give the same treatment to Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers has the character of a wet noodle. Like, he sucks. If you're talking about character,
He's
he
the hot
sucks.
topic of NFL quarterbacks. Like,
He's a lying weenie who blame deflects every time he loses. The guy has no character whatsoever.
disowned his family. I don't know. Like,
For all I know, his family disowned him. Like,
could have been the thing. He would be
Yeah.
the guy that'd be like, "No, I disowned them." Like, no,
Yeah.
you didn't, Aaron Rodgers. Cut your hair.
I mean, for the longest time, they were talking about him going to Denver.
yeah.
But then it would be like, he obviously doesn't do good under pressure, which is why he doesn't do good in the playoffs. And it's
No.
like, so then you're going to play 4 games against Pat Mahomes and the Chargers.
The best.
Yeah, Herbert and Mahomes.
Yeah.
Your ass
The new generation. Yeah.
good.
You had it cushy in the NFC with fucking Drew Brees. And
Hey, tell him to fade through the.
Yeah.
Tell him to fade through one of the NFC leagues, man. He'll have a great
Yeah.
time.
Come on, man. Yeah, the biggest challenge I think was the other best quarterback in the NFC. What, Matt Stafford for the longest?
It would probably be Kirk Cousins, honestly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Or Russell Wilson.
Russ, probably Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are probably the only two.
Yeah. So
I was really thinking, like,
And in his-
NFC has nothing.
and his division. I mean,
Yeah.
for years people held Tom Brady held his division against him. He played in a weak division. He did. He did play in a weak division. You can do the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. His division's
It's a
been
weak
bad.
ass division.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have Detroit in your
Yeah.
division,
He's
come on,
Detroit,
man.
Chicago.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You notice I laugh when he just says the team name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's that bad. Yeah.
So the AFC is stacked with quarterback talent.
Young quarterback.
Yeah.
I was like, it's nightmarish over
Oh
there.
yeah. It made every
Mahomes.
other team that's you're not in the AFC, so you don't know. Like,
Yeah.
no, it made us just not give a fuck animoore. I don't care. Do you care anymore, Gertz?
I
you don't
mean-
even have a quarterback, so I have Davis Mills. You have no one. We're about the same. We're about the same spot.
I mean, you got Mahomes, Herbert, Lamar,
Allen.
Allen.
Are we still putting Lamar in?
Yeah.
Let him recover first.
He's a unanimous MVP.
So was Matt Ryan.
He's pretty good.
He's not.
Not anymore.
Neither is
But
Lamar.
he was good that, and also Matt Ryan was not unanimous.
It doesn't matter.
It
We're not
does.
even doing that.
Literally,
It's just
everyone was
MVP.
like, "That guy's the MVP."
Were you an
It
MVP
matters.
or not? We're not doing that one. That's too technical. He was an MVP also, and what does it mean now? Nothing. And Lamar, hey,
How old is Matt Ryan?
doesn't matter.
47 or something.
You know how many times Lamar's been hit and just went into collisions? Football age, how old would you say Lamar Jackson is? I'm going 42.
I wouldn't be surprised if I look up Matt Ryan and he's only like 32. He's just aged
He looks
terribly.
bad. He looks terrible. Looks like a prune.
Yeah, he looks like a pile of pins and needles, looking for something to hold together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but yeah, the AFC is stacked with quarterback
Great
talent.
segue there. Yeah. Let's talk about that AFC.
Yeah.
Well, what about Tom Brady? First?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The other one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He's the trickier one because
It would-
my thought
Yeah.
thought process here is if he had made it, damn it, if he had made it one round further, I think it would have coasted out without a question.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good hey, you know what? I closed out at a championship of some sort.
Yeah.
But he kind of landed in the cusp way,
It
right?
happened with the Patriots every now and then, too.
I know, right? But like to end off your final season, right? Of course, if
Yeah, no, he can't. He can't. accept
it's almost weird. It's almost like a weird alternating thing for me because like if he would have made it to the NFC Championship, I think would have coasted out. Had he won the Super Bowl, I know he would have coasted out. Had he lost, in the second round, right? So, I think it's more so, dude's done everything he needs to do, right? Kind of hitting that point to where kid, got family mind, all that kind of
He says
stuff.
that's the only thing that's holding him back ever. Is Giselle doesn't like him getting hit, which rarely happens anyway. But
Right. Yeah.
he said he wants to be. He owes his family, Tom time, and so if he said he retired like tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me. But that guy can't do it.
I was gonna say
It ain't in him.
I'd be surprised if he retired. At
I
this
say
point.
play till the wheels fall off, like a Drew, because you'll know. You'll just be like, I can't throw 20 yards anymore, and I look like a corpse floating in a river, Big Ben,
Yeah.
or like
my other thing with that is
Yeah.
on the flip side to lead into you.
Yeah.
It is that aspect, right?
Right.
You want to go out on a big bang, like you have a lot of talent left in your tank,
Yeah.
and outside of the fact that maybe he's probably lost edge on some stat lines, he's overall, if you're still in the MVP fucking
I was about to
conversation,
say that's exactly.
I
what
mean,
I was
that's
about
what
to
I'm like
say.
stretching, like the thing.
Yeah,
like,
you're trying.
if you're like if you're on the MVP caliber still,
Yeah.
from fucking 48 at this point, in my head.
Yeah.
I think he's
But
44 in
he's 44,
August.
right?
Yeah.
But I think the other aspect of it, and to me the most important part is, I think for the last few years is the first time, like we all say, we like Tom Brady more because he's actually got to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's also why he's
what
coasting
happens
out
when
to
you
have
put him in
fun,
heat.
having a good time.
Yeah.
The guy led the league in yards, led the league in touchdowns. He had one of the
You
best.
get like 5,000 yards.
Yes.
Come on,
he
man.
had one of the best seasons statistically of his career. And I mean, he's so. I saw his comment, it cracked me up. I saw it on Reddit. He's he's so great that he has one loss in 2 years in the playoffs, and he's having an existential crisis. So I mean, I think he comes back, and I think he comes back for one more year because he said he wants to play till he's 45.
Right.
And I think
it's true.
And I think he needs to tell his kids and his wife to stop whining because
It's not happening normally. Like,
Yeah.
I'll play till I was 50.
yeah,
If I'm still playing at, it's just the level he's playing at.
Yeah.
man. Like, if you're still playing at that, that's Jordan. Like, come on. I still got more in me.
Yeah, if he looked like a corpse floating down a river, or if he looked like even like Phillip Rivers, where it's like, like
Or Drew Brees.
every now and then, there's like that flash of like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I saw no fall off with
When
him
you
this
feel
year.
And
bad.
that's the worst part. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's just getting stronger.
No, like my thing is when you like genuinely feel bad watching quarterback.
Yeah,
Except Big Ben, I was happy to see his decline. But
yeah, of course.
like a Drew Brees is like, fuck, man, he can't throw it 15 yards.
No,
Like,
he can't.
Good God, he's not accurate anymore, which that was his strength. It's like, this is hard to watch.
yeah.
Like when you get to those points, you're like, yeah, man, you need to let it go.
Yeah.
Or Eli, like it was just like, yeah, man, you don't have any, you can't make it to the playoffs anymore, Eli.
Yeah.
Like you're done, man.
Now, I do think, I mean, it might happen because, I mean, we've seen it happen to other players. That fall off is not gradual.
It's embarrassing.
Yes, and that might happen with him next year.
Yeah.
He might all of a sudden just be like, oh, wow, yeah, he can't throw the ball more than 8 yards.
It could happen at any point with Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's at that age.
Right.
It's just in my opinion, if you're talking about quarterbacks, I think he had the best season out of all of them, regular season wise. I do think he had a better season than Aaron Rodgers. The only thing Aaron Rodgers has over him statistically is fewer turnovers. But Tom Brady has more yards, more touchdowns, and he was also on a more pass-centric team. Therefore, he is more valuable to that team. Right. That team places more on his shoulders, and he took them to the same record. I mean, the seeding worked the way it worked, but their records were the same. So I do think he should be the MVP over Rodgers if it's just
absolutely.
between those two.
Yeah.
But I think someone else deserves it over both of them.
Cooper Kupp.
Shh, but yes. Didn't want to give it away, but yes. So yeah, I think he goes for one more year to make good on that. I told you guys, because Tom Brady's
He
psycho.
is a man of his word.
Yeah, and he's a psycho.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
You got to have a guy that's a little fucking unhinged.
Yes.
You want that Tom Brady unhinged
Yeah, and
for
he's
your
like,
quarterback.
I told you guys when I was in my late 30s or something like that. I was going to play till I'm 45. I did it. I did it at a high level.
You know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Super Bowl. I bet you. I fucking bet you. His last season's going to end on a fucking Super
That's
Bowl.
the only thing he has left to prove.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because that's it. No one's going to fucking top that. Like, it's done. You are the greatest football player to ever live.
Yeah. So
if you get that one, really you don't need that one more, but fuck it, you know?
I think he'll go one more ride,
Yeah.
and then I think he'll announce it. I think he'll say, "This is my last ride."
No,
So it's
that's
not
the
breaking
other
news.
part. Marketing wise.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be great.
Oh, that's
he'd-
profitable.
Yeah.
I know he's a business savvy, smart enough, especially now that he's able to have a voice.
Yeah.
To where you say, "This is my last season."
Yeah.
Nike,
Y'all-
Gatorade, where
I'm
y'all
talking
at?
everything will be sold out. He's coordinating.
Dude.
You know how that one is.
Big Ben did that, and people made signs for that creep. Like that dude's a monster.
He's terrible.
And there were people being sentimental about it, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Imagine the guy who actually deserves
Exactly.
it.
Imagine a guy who is like a model citizen and
Yeah.
beloved and an ambassador for the league who's not a piece of shit. I mean, yeah, that'd be great.
Brings people together.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, even I thinking about it like that. Just maybe the marketing brand of me hit too.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, nah.
I don't think
he
he
would have channeled that.
Oh,
I don't
for
think
sure.
he cares about the marketing.
Oh, he does.
I mean, I know that he's a smart businessman
Yeah, he
because of like TB12 and things like
Right.
that. But I think that he is going to be kind of the guy to quietly walk out of the room. Like,
It's going to be one or the other.
yeah.
It really is. Like
And-
I said, if he said it tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me. But I forgot about that fact that he said 45. And I think he'll stick to that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never focused on the past like he has in the podcast he did yesterday, where he's like, I think I've done everything that I've meant to do. Like he was talking about all his achievements in the past tense,
I
and
don't
he's
like
never,
that. Yeah.
he's never done that. He's always talked about like, well, next season we'll see what we can.
I don't think he'll make the decision rashly. I think he'll think about it a little bit. And he's a psychopath.
I will say that if he does retire this year, I don't think he stays retired.
No, that's the thing.
Oh,
It's no way. That's why I say if he announces it, I still think it's a hope that he'll come back.
And say, I'm back.
He's Jordan. He is the Jordan of football.
Oh, yeah, he
He's
is.
got that. He has a killer instinct.
Yeah.
No one wants to be around Tom after a loss. Everyone wants to be around him after a win.
Yeah.
That's the guy you want. Like,
Yeah.
that's the ideal quarterback.
And I think, to your point, I do think he dwells on the past if you bring up the right thing. You mentioned Eli Manning to him. I bet you see that psycho Tom comes out of his eyes. Like, I bet it's like, don't say that name.
Yeah, he
don't
doesn't
mention
like him.
don't mention Eli. Don't mention Big Dick Nick.
That's his.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe-
his Isaiah Thomas right
Yes,
there. Yeah.
exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
where he comes out of retirement, when Archie Manning gets his first season.
Oh God, no, we don't need that.
Yeah.
That's 50-year-old Tom at least, at the very least.
Yeah.
Arch is going to be the next Tom Brady. I'll put money on it right now.
I mean, if any player were to retire and then just come back out of the blue, it would be Tom Brady. Yeah. Like, I was just kidding.
Like, do people still do that? People usually stay retired, but
There was a lot of rumors in December about Phillip Rivers coming back, and I was like,
no,
why?
he wanted to come back. No one wanted him.
No, they said the Saints called him.
Oh,
Saints
that's
called
why-
Drew Brees, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why Pate.
Drew,
That's why Sean
Drew was
Payton
like, I'm
left.
still trying to piece together this rib.
I'm comfortable just analyzing. I'm good.
Don't let these hair plugs fool you. I'm a husk. I'm a shell of a man.
This is all makeup from a mortician. I'm not alive anymore.
Yeah, looking red man. Takes it off.
Yeah. Dude, that man could get killed by a stiff breeze.
Oh, no.
Oof.
Yeah, he's done. That's why Sean Payton left.
Y'all
Why
feel that
stay?
breeze? It's a like 90 and humid.
Yeah.
Well, on to the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money side of the coin.
The fun side.
Can we start with the? I want to save that bombastic thing for the last
Well,
one.
which one? They're both bombastic.
You know
Which
which one I
show?
mean.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we can be the what's not the title fight, the one below the title fight.
It's called the
co-main.
co-headliner.
That's it. We'll be that.
Well, go ahead,
We
Liner.
can do that here with our thing, and then of course we can't deny the best playoff game in history to
Yeah.
be the last where we ended.
So good.
so-
But no, okay. So check.
So no, let me start this.
yeah,
You let me
I
start.
saw you.
So
I saw you.
yeah, I know. As you saw the video, these two can't predict shit for shit. And it's not, you saw all my energy expelled there. I haven't been hyped up after that, because I proved my point.
Yeah, you spit in my face.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Gertz.
You weren't at the time.
I can Venmo you. I don't know how much that. But
How much does it cost to spit in
I don't know. It's kind of his choice. It was an accident. I meant no disrespect. I was very amped, But yeah, no, it's just the fact that I'm hurt, guys. I really am hurt. In retrospect, that's the thing that's lingered, because you didn't listen to me. Well, I thought we made a rule here that if it's someone in your division, then you take that person's advice.
Well,
we don't know what division you ride with, bro.
That's one.
with-
That's a valid point. But the Bengals are in my division as
They're
well.
my team now.
Oh my god!
My secondary. I have
You
a
need the
secondary
Bengals
team.
to lose to win your bet.
No, I'm going against him now. It's reversed. So he's going to have to root for the Bengals, which I do want to see.
Yeah.
I would love to
I
see
need
that.
the Bengals to win. I'm rooting for the Bengals to
Yeah, you really do.
You're hosed. You're so hosed.
Let's run into a buzzsaw is what that is.
I need the bet.
I love Joey Burrow. Hey, man, you did it. You made it to an
Hey,
AFC championship, brother.
But not when the old line that said, "Oh man, shit."
Exactly
Oh
right.
wait, the play started and the gone.
Isn't is it Chris? Who's the fucking defensive end for KC?
For Casey. Oh,
Yeah, the signature guy.
oh shoot.
Dante Polk.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a guy. Chris Jones? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
it's
go.
Chris Jones. We
Yeah.
can confirm that. Let me
So
look.
that guy's gonna eat.
Is he healthy?
I think so. For this, I believe he is. Is he out? I thought I saw him out there. But yeah, no. Whoever the defensive end is going to
Sorry,
eat. because
continue.
It's wet toilet paper. I apologize. I went off there. But yeah,
I did not think they
9
could pull
times
this
you've been
off.
sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
9 times. That's never. It's been done once. Oh no, it was 8 times before, right?
Yeah, it was 8. They
8.
broke
So
the
he
record.
broke a record that you don't want to break, and still won a game. He's a dude. Old Joe, smoking Joe Burrow is a dude. and that dude got you a field goal, basically. Got you in field goal range, and then you had Money McPherson finish it off for you.
He did not.
But no. I'm a realist. I'm a realist, TJ. But the thing is, I will admit this. Y'all were there. I gave up.
You did.
Totally gave up. After that, it was not Joe's fault, that interception. It was Samjay P. Ryan, or whatever the fuck his name is. Samwise Gamgee. I don't fucking know. But he missed a very catchable ball. It got tipped and it got intercepted. And at that point, you just saw the soul get sucked out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And you know that look where it's just like, oh, they're done. They feel like they're done.
Yeah.
And I felt that too, looking at them. I'm like, fuck, you're going to let this shitty-ass piece of shit team, like a pile of cow shit, put a Tennessee Titans flag right in the middle of it. You're going to lose against that. That's what I thought in my mind. But then I forgot, and I called it, so I don't know why I forgot. Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, and he exactly shifted the momentum from the Titans side to Cincy's side.
It was the most
real quick. Idiotic. One of three, by the way. And the first play was an interception by Ryan Tannehill, and I called it when I came near apart. I said he does not get out of his own head.
Yeah.
If there's one, there will be many more, because he threw 4 on the Texans. Like he's not a mental quarterback, which makes sense because he looks like he's inbred. But the point is this.
It was so backhanded for no reason.
Fuck him, TJ. Fuck that whole fucking organization.
I get it.
And so he did his thing, and the Bengals won. End of story. You lost. I don't know why you didn't listen. Vrabel's a joke because the two things that were criticized was the coaching and the quarterback play. I will give it up to those runs. That's the best running back core in the NFL, mind you.
The Titans.
Yeah, and Vrabel being dumbass Vrabel
I will say I
did
don't
not
think,
give it to the hot hand in that game.
I don't think Derek played that well that
No,
game.
he played
he did.
not
He was
well at
warming
all.
up.
But they had a running back who did play very well, and he got like 4 carries, 5 carries.
Yeah, not enough.
Well, anyway, he got more yards than Derrick Henry on like 6 carries. 6 carries. He got 68 yards. Derrick Henry got
He had 20 carries.
62 the whole game. 20 carries, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
And of
great.
course,
Terrible coaching. That's what that is.
Coach of the year.
look,
Oh, God.
let's not beat around the bush here.
Yeah.
First of all, man, I'm right at that Bengals fan. I don't know what you're talking about. But second of all, for our bet,
Okay.
right now I'm a big ass Bengals fan. I
They
don't
have a
believe in it.
quarterback.
But jokes aside, I've never, and I was talking to Gertz the entire time about it. I was like, man, you just got to keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep it on the ground.
Yeah.
Just
They
keep
were
it
very
on the
successful
ground.
Yeah.
On
No,
how-
Belichick made it work.
You
Yeah.
have timeouts. You have everything. You're set in stone. There's no need to have that ball in the air at all.
No.
Two things working for you, your defense and your running game.
Yeah. Yes.
And you know what? This idiotic coaching and quarterback
Army-man-looking
pair
motherfucker, yeah.
decided to do. They said, you know what we should do? We should do the thing that hasn't been working.
Right.
And pass the ball to not 1, not 2, but 3 fucking DBs
Yeah.
in the vicinity
Right.
to not even a Julio Jones.
You had options.
Yeah.
He had options.
Because Julio had some good catches that game.
Yeah.
Julio was working.
That was the
working.
most Julio's played in a long time.
He knew it mattered. That's a veteran.
Yeah.
He ain't shit now because he went to that team. He's a Husk. You were talking about Husks. That's
only-
Julio Jones now.
The only conclusion I can come to is that Ryan Tannehill is colorblind. I was so frustrated watching that game just because it was over.
It was done.
It was
done.
It was so
I was
took the heart out of their
dusting
chest.
off my hands. I was like, let's get it.
It was so over to the point where Tommy looked so dejected.
Hell yeah.
That I offered an olive branch of dialing down the bet, at which he
I
took.
took without you finishing the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Vince Young's Steakhouse. That's going to run me a
Yeah.
good $1.50 at least.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Yeah.
And then he recommended
It was Tumble 22
Yeah, yeah.
because you
Which
never
I
been there
genuinely think.
which I'm not really a steak guy anyway, so I am a Nashville hot chicken guy. So I'm good with that.
Sandwich.
So-
Speaking of hating the Titans, I do love your chicken.
yeah. That's right. Nashville, it still lines up.
I told you I like the steak.
Yeah,
you
you'll
just
get-
have a stolen team. It's not their fault.
Yeah, we're getting you the hottest sandwich. That's what they do well. So.
Oh, we have a Titans fan in the chat. I didn't
Oh, they
even know that.
exist. I thought they were all just at that game.
And I was
I'm sorry.
no,
Yeah,
this
where,
dude was
y'all,
like-
y'all are coming from your caves now.
I was on your bandwagon, man. What the hell happened?
I knew y'all wouldn't.
No,
shit.
there
I'm
is.
sorry.
They're saying hi.
Yeah, I hope. Hey, look, I want a decent rivalry. If your team sells our history back to us, then I will drop my hate level from 110 to like a 60.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note,
Tommy, you are like. I hate to put it like this, but it's like you acted for reparations.
A little bit.
You are asking for
It's our
reparations
history, man.
for your past.
Give us the Oilers back. You're the Titans. You don't need the Oilers anymore. Let us buy it from you. Everything's for sale.
on that note, if Aaron Rodgers leaves the Packers, which I think will happen,
Goes to
despite what he
Tennessee?
anywhere, I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
He,
Okay.
he
I
ain't
will-
ready for the AFC. I don't.
Oh, not even close.
I will renounce my hate of the Packers. They are just another team at that point.
Oh, it's the opposite forever for me. 'Cause
they enabled.
yeah, big time.
Yeah, they got to wear this for a while.
Oh, absolutely. Fuck
Now,
that team.
I mean, going back to the game here. There is nothing more painful to watch than a game that you shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you mean?
look, no,
Titans should have won that game.
Titans, by all means, had everything lined up to win.
Momentum
that
was
game.
on this side. That's all I'll give them.
Even you gave up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so they
I
said-
saw. I was looking at the Bengals, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm not. We lost this game."
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
I mean, credit to Joe Burrow. I mean, he is the difference maker for that team. It's not the coach. It's no one else.
It's him. It's that Jamar Chase,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow combo, and then you got T. Higgins just lingering.
Because, I mean, he got sacked 9 times.
That
Yeah.
doesn't
Kept
happen.
going.
That's a-
After the seventh time, I would have been like, "Coach, take me."
Did a
out."
press conference afterwards. Look cool as shit. Like, come on, man.
Calm as-
Like
That was the
calm as-
morphine.
But they said that what we love, Gertz, about our quarterbacks, a little unhinged.
Yeah,
they
that's
said
true.
he has that.
He
and
does.
you can tell he has that.
I like a lot of the quarterbacks in my division. Like, just like,
Your division's a nightmare.
I know. I mean,
God damn.
I
To
like-
not have a quarterback, that's frightening.
I like Lamar and I like Joe Burrow.
Right.
I mean,
Dwayne Haskins, you guy.
God.
And then Baker gets left out.
Oh yeah, no, he's done. Even with his
It just doesn't-
RoboCop arm, he's done.
Like it's almost painful because Lord knows that the Bengals were not playing good.
No.
No.
Not playing good at all.
Even Joe Burrow wasn't playing that well. It was
No interception.
It wasn't his fault.
he did have an interception.
Oh, that didn't count.
And he also didn't throw a touchdown.
Oh yeah, he did.
No, he didn't play very
Well,
well.
it was a lot of that. This
Yeah.
this
He
weekend.
threw for a lot of yards, but
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah.
And the
True.
Titans got the world's most ridiculous call. Not ridiculous. Like,
It was the interception.
Yeah, the
scraping
interception.
the ground.
I think I
Yeah.
got that
That
wrong.
yeah, I do too. That
no,
could
but
have went
not
either
in
way.
terms of it's ridiculous in like a negative connotation because I think we all agreed it's like, hey, like that was more so them solidifying the interception before doing the review.
Yeah, just have
and
not-
then
not
that's
enough
kind of like you
evidence.
can't
Yeah.
return that back.
Right.
More so ridiculous in terms of its conception, like what happened, timing, all of that. Awesome. Good to go. Game's over.
Yep.
No.
Hey, look, man, I'm tired of I couldn't look at you in the eyes and be like, he's right.
Oh, no.
No, every
The
time he
soul.
touched the ball,
The
you got
soul,
you got nervous.
Me and Gertz agreed. We were like, every single time we see a this,
Oh, yeah.
we were freaking out.
Whoa.
Stop it.
We
We're like,
got
no.
this. Keep running.
No.
Keep running. We have a running back giving you what is like yards per carry wise? What is fucking 6 carries for 68 yards? That's like
That's
what,
basically
12 yards
11,
a carry.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you had that. You gave him the ball 6 fucking times.
Yeah.
It was working. Even when you gave it to Derrick Henry, for the most part, it kind of sort of worked.
I mean, he was getting
he
about-
wasn't clutch, but I mean, you know,
he was averaging about 3 yards a carry,
Yeah.
which isn't great.
it
but
ain't great, but when you on the goal line, it helps.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, every time Ryan Tannehill did this, I screamed like Homer Simpson. I was just like, "Oh!" I was like, what are you doing?
No need.
Yeah.
But take your L like a man. I opened up a bottle of wine to congratulate Tommy. So like,
depressed.
Yeah, it was
He
just
was
like
very depressed.
It was like, hey man, like be gracious in defeat, so you can be petty in victory.
There you go.
I haven't lost yet.
Oh well,
You're gonna lose.
this is advice.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Word to the wise.
Yeah.
No.
And look,
I will give.
I conceded that. I give up easily. I'll make that very clear. I give up very easily.
You're You're a Texans
Before
fan.
that game, they conditioned us to be this way. So yeah, I texted TJ. Actually, we'll get to that story. Let's lead into the greatest playoff game ever played. I'm done gloating. Oh wait, I told you both so, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for ever picking the Tennessee Titans to win an important playoff game.
I promise you.
You won't ever do it again.
When it comes to another playoff game, it'll haunt me for the rest
That
of my
Tannehill
life.
contract still has a couple more years on it, so
I'm good. As long as Tannehill's under center.
Fugazi,
Not
it's
trusting
like-
that.
They are over the cap.
let me give you the perfect analogy for the Tennessee Titans, and we can move on. They are that, I have a Rolex here in my trench coat. Would you like to buy it? Sure, I'll get a Rolex for $25. That sounds like a deal. You put it on, and then you get like a green spot and a bumpy rash when you take it off because it's fake gold. That's the Tennessee Titans. They're
100%.
Fugazi. They are imitation of a
I
playoff
can't
team.
disagree with you.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're pieces of shit. Moving on to the greatest game of all time. And Tommy was right.
I'll be pulling for him next year.
You do that on your own. Good luck to
Season 2 of the Commitment to Mexcellence. But yeah, on to the season finale of the divisional playoff round.
Oh yeah.
you. And what a season finale it was.
I don't think I've ever seen a more perfect game from every aspect.
Every aspect.
Well, maybe not defense in the last
But can
quarter.
any defense stop that? Whatever the fuck that was happening, that duel. That was a fucking duel. That's what that was. That was two of the best. Now, clearly, the future of the NFL just saying, no, fuck you. I can do anything you can do.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Better. Yeah,
The
that
Super
was
Bowl
it.
has a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Kelly is no longer. Like, he's not the guy anymore. We got a new guy in Buffalo.
I heard I saw a TikTok where they were like, normally they do some sort of analysis on the game, but for this one they just did laser sounds and then the pass going back.
That's accurate. That is very accurate.
I mean, it's what you want. I mean, like
Everything you want.
let's cut around the bullshit here. Just being a football fan,
Yeah.
from an entertainment perspective alone, it's what you want from a football game.
Yeah. That's the type of game that'll convert non-fans into watching football.
That was the first time I've ever seen Martin comment on a football game
Really?
ever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Martin used to be into football, but yeah, that cracked me up. It was, that was
didn't know
amazing.
What was Martin? Clearly not talking about the football game.
Yeah, that felt like, oh, this is something that people are going to be talking about for decades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was an all timer for sure.
It needs a nickname.
I mean,
Yeah,
That was a
I'm
hell
gonna
of a
I'm gonna
game.
jump to the end here. It's situations like this that I'm like, hey, did want to see that ball back in Josh Allen's hands.
yeah, that seems to be a big conversation about this game is the overtime rules. How do you all feel about them?
I
I wish they would just be an extra quarter, but I mean, my on the flip coin is just like, I mean, you shouldn't have gotten it this far. Somebody should have won.
Yeah,
So this is your
think-
punishment for that.
I mean, they got to call it.
Call it right. That's all you got to do. Heads or tails.
all you
It's a
care about
50-50 chance.
because one of my
Football gods. That's what it is.
One of my friends texted me, and I've heard this opinion a lot.
Yeah.
It's like both teams should be able to touch the ball.
I believe that.
And my response was, that's what the other 4 quarters are for.
And I believe that also.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't bother me. It just kind of,
Yeah,
it is what it is. So
I saw Rich Eisen say this. I said it to myself. I was like, play better defense.
that's it.
That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
for
Why
me.
are we playing prevent against Patrick Mahomes?
No shit.
Idiotic.
That's stupid.
Blitz him to high hell. Call it a day.
Yeah. Everyone's
That
tired.
doesn't help when he's that mobile.
He was the most mobile he's ever been.
I noticed he used to do this a lot, and he's gotten way better at it. He used to just go back.
Yeah.
Now he's going from side to side way more. And there are a lot of moments where I thought for sure they were going to get him, and he was like,
No,
whoop.
he literally takes every inch of what they give him.
Yeah.
That sounded
This is
terrible.
the first.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
does.
This is the first time since college that I have not seen him. That I've seen him stop his goofy foot run. Like he was running
No,
like a
he's
normal
been
person.
practicing that shit.
Yeah, he was playing spades. And I guess for the overtime rules, I think I'm more in the middle camp. Mainly because I'm a firm believer of I'm tired of people treating defense like you can't have all stars and they
Right.
can't show out. It is another side of the ball. It's just as important as
Yeah.
the offense. Like that's what they're there to do to stop it.
Yeah.
However, and it comes down to especially with overtime games decided by field goals. I'm like, hey, look, you made it to overtime. I think that there's a lot of cases where it doesn't mean that either team was playing bad. They were just playing amazing to the point to where they got to overtime.
Yeah.
Give them a quarter. Like, it should be dust for dust. You're tired as shit. Like, everybody's like, you play
Go
it out
out
like
swinging,
normal.
yeah.
You play it like you play it out. And then no one would have any questions if it ended in a field goal. However, it ended because they had it wouldn't be full time, but they had 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Do
what
it
I'm
back
saying.
and
Cut
forth.
it, you know,
I was actually gonna say probably like a 5-minute quarter.
Yeah.
5-minute overtime
either
period.
cut it in half or like trim it to some degree, and yeah.
I saw one suggestion online that I liked where it's you keep it the same, but put like almost treat it like there's another halftime between overtime and the rest of the game. So like give it like overtime will start in 10 minutes to give like the teams a moment to
Yeah, they
catch their
deserve
breath.
that. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Because everyone's
New
gassed.
game plan, you know, the whole
because the defense is like they are at a disadvantage.
100%.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
and a big part of it is when you're on defense, you're typically running around more. So I mean, you're chasing people way more.
And it's bullshit for back-to-backs.
Yeah,
Very true. I like that idea. Actually,
yeah. Like
this game's good for advertising. Like, hey, it's some extra space where you get to, fill.
yeah,
And
right.
people are gonna watch. Like, this is the climax.
It's not like I'm gonna be like, well, fuck this,
But
because
the
I gotta
reason-
wait 10 minutes.
The real reason I like that is because they can game plan of just going all the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
like we're just bombing it.
Yeah.
Some coach is going to come up with some crazy scheme that's going to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And I would like to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I had no issue with how it wrapped up. I mean, would I have liked to see Josh Allen get the ball at some point? Yeah.
It would have been a never-ending game if it was.
I mean, that would have been cool too.
That would have been.
I'd still be
with
watching
that.
that game
Yeah.
today if it,
It
was
would still be
on.
going on.
I'd be on that wave.
I think there was a college playoff. No, not a playoff. It was just a bowl game, and it was like 15 years ago, and it went to 5 overtimes.
Oh, yeah.
'cause that was
Oh,
the
yeah, I
rules.
remember that.
Now, but see, like that's why I put this in perspective of like the full quarter timer, right?
Yeah.
Not full quarter timer, but the full quarter style of play. Because then you have those back and forths, and it's more likely to, hey, yeah, you might have to keep on going. You might have to keep on going. My biggest area when it comes to overtimes are when it comes to kicks. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more tricky because there's literally nothing you can do a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And the rules are set in place to where there's like nothing to do, like nothing you can do. So whenever one side of the ball has a chance and then the other can just kick it to win, or that's when I'm like, eh.
I do like the sudden death aspect of it because you're going to get plays that wouldn't be happening otherwise.
Desperation. plays.
Yeah, you wouldn't see Patrick Mahomes heaving it down the field like that if it wasn't sudden death. It's like, I'm going to end this now. I'm
Got to.
tired. Yeah, like, these guys aren't going away. We're literally in overtime. I got to get a kill shot.
That was the weirdest story I've ever
What?
heard when it comes to making a play. Kelsey was like, "No, whatever you call, I'm not going to run it. I'm going to run my route. Look
Yeah.
for me." And Patrick was just like, "All right, do it."
All right.
Players are the best coaches there are.
Yeah.
Like, be coached by committee.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Travis Kelsey, you've earned the right to say
Yeah.
that. You're that good.
For sure.
Yeah.
And he
But
was clutch.
I'm also with you there, right? Like
Yeah.
that part of it makes it so much more fun because you're like everyone's desperate for
Yeah.
7. But I think that you can
Throwing
keep
haymakers.
I think
Yeah.
that you can keep that element and just make and that's why I'm like, hey, kicks don't end them, but you close out and you're still up 3, you win.
Yeah.
And then you're like, cool, touchdowns ended, kicks, that's a safety net.
Yeah. I mean,
It's on the defense.
I do like how the field goal rule works with overtime. Like if you're the first team to get, if you get a field goal on your first possession, you don't win.
That's why I like it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
I like
too.
that.
Yeah.
But
That was annoying.
I just think that it's so tough because thinking about it from especially like how often are kicks blocked like that? A lot of the times they miss. Yeah, we've had more misses more
I was
recently.
gonna say this
Yeah,
year.
it's just a lot
But
of
that's
misses.
more on the kickers, more so than the actual like units themselves. A lot of the times with special teams, I mean, it makes it way more interesting when it happens.
It helps kickers make more money.
Yeah.
But the rules are so in favor of the kicking team.
Yeah.
And it makes it, and so like, it gets into that defensive disadvantage that naturally happens whenever you're the first draw for overtime. Like,
Yeah.
it's so many odds stacked against you.
Yeah.
But I also think a lot of those aspects are alleviated with your halftime area because then it justifies a break.
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, offenses can grind more than defenses can.
That's true.
They just can. It's just how they play.
It's totally, if you haven't played football, the reason why defense is so I want to say exhausting is you're doing like two aspects. A lot of the thing with offenses, you're memorizing and then replicating repeatedly. As an O lineman, you're just catching basically, right? But like, but routes run, things of that nature. Whereas defense, it's all prediction.
Yeah.
It's you don't really, you have sets, but it's predicting where they're going to be. It's a lot of chasing. It's a lot more tiring.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's mentally more exhausting. So yeah.
Yeah.
That adds to it.
Yeah, defense, you're usually trying to avoid contact or to get to the ball.
Yeah.
So offense, I mean, yeah, I just like the difference between defensive line and offensive line was night and day. Like offensive line is like, I just need to get in people's way.
And you need to, do I need to be standing here or here? And then defense, you're literally just running against these dudes.
Yeah.
So it's, I think this shows some of my defense like biasness a lot of the times, but I just feel like because of the systems in place, there's a lot of offensive leaning rules, and same
that's
applies to overtime too. But this game was a treat all the way throughout, bringing it back to like the overall thing. Dude, it's awesome. I loved every second of it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you, Gertz. I take more of this shit
Yeah.
any day of the week.
Yep.
And I wasn't even mad that the Bills lost. I was like, this is just an awesome game.
How could you
what,
be mad?
What was the stat of how many points scored in this short ass period of
I think it was like 25 points in the last like minute. And a half or something like that.
which is insane.
Yeah.
To the point where I thought, hey, okay, it's over. Hey, TJ, I could see TU. Good job. And that was like 13 seconds left.
That's right. Yeah.
When I sent that, and sure enough,
Somebody was in the chat was calling it the 13-second game.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's being held at.
it was like 14 seconds if I'm being more accurate. But yeah, no, Patty
No,
Mahomes.
he had 13
was
seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about when I said.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he was like, "Fuck that," and so threw his team into overtime. Just
How much,
him and Tyreek Hill, I believe, right on that one.
Oh, what on the? Yes, to put it in
yeah.
overtime. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how much time did Dak have on that quarterback draw?
We don't need to bring that up.
Why not?
We don't need to bring that up.
Oh no, the Bleacher Report brought it.
Everyone
Everyone's
else is
brought it
bringing
up, yeah.
Why not us?
It's always a picture
Don't.
of Pat Mahomes and McCarthy next to each other, which is jarring.
Don't act like we even have anything in the
judge-
semblance of a realm of an Andy Reid. You stop it. No, you stop. Let me speak. No, you know that is not an equal comparison.
Just asking questions.
Let me just say that the ref kept up with them. Like there was
handed
no
him the ball
second
also.
to spot up. The reason I'm not mad about that play or about this thing, I don't think Dak would have made a touchdown anyway if he had that 1 second
This
on
is
the
why
clock.
you guys have done this to me.
I think I'm more neutral than you.
I'm waiting on Dak.
Dak does not make that pass.
No, he does. He's no Jimmy.
Whether
G.
were they on the 25? Like no, they were not going to make that against prevent defense.
I mean, Jimmy G. won
He had a
this
better
game.
chance of
He helped
running
win his
for it.
game when it mattered. Yeah, Dak isn't. He's not what I thought he was. I think if he has a new
Jimmy
offensive
G didn't
coordinator,
win this game. Gold did.
He helped.
He put
He
put his team in position.
0 touchdowns.
He put his team in position to win.
The only time in the whole game.
Yeah.
That was the only play that mattered, and he did it.
He
The
also.
legend of Jimmy G.
How many drops?
Oh, it was a lot. It was
There were
a few
lot.
drops.
I
Yeah.
mean, he didn't play
It
very
was
well.
the conditions were not on his side.
He played better than Aaron Rodgers.
He did.
Aaron
Technically,
Rodgers threw a touchdown, didn't he?
He had one
Oh, he
touchdown.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He
true.
had one touchdown.
No, again, Jimmy G made his game very scary for anyone who put money on that game. I didn't. No way. Not with Jimmy G, because you don't know which way the wind's blowing there.
I think I remember.
Victory. I don't know how.
Maybe.
Weren't you yelling in the second quarter? Put in Trey Lance. Fuck
Yeah.
this guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you were. Absolutely.
I think I was too at one point. I was like, they should
Like,
really
it's
just put
gotta,
Trey Lance.
what's the very least Trey Lance will do? This?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah, it's Jimmy G. But again, what do I know? The guy did what he needed to do.
He's one of the most victorious quarterbacks ever, which is hilarious.
Celebrated with
Crazy.
porn stars, everything.
Yeah.
It's saying fuck you he says fuck so much.
Yeah,
they
he
caught him
does.
saying you're a fucking legend to Gould.
Yeah.
So, it was like,
No, he said fuck the Packers too. Right after
yeah, he
that.
did. He also did.
That
yeah.
made me a fan of his.
Oh, yeah, he's a rebel, man. Like, Jimmy G is no joke.
Yeah.
Where'd he come from, college wise?
I have no
Was
idea.
it UCLA or
He
something?
came from
couldn't tell you.
Pornhub.
Yes.
He showed up with a can of Natty Light. Was just like,
Only thing Jimmy G is missing is a mustache. If he gets a mustache, it's over.
is this the party doll? He's at the combine.
Oh yeah, no, a mustache and a members only jacket.
Oh my god.
That's what Jimmy G needs. He'll make it cool again.
Now these are
Some aviators.
jokes aside across the board. I would say, the Packers game was all these games were dope.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this weekend totally 100,000, 50% made up for last week's atrociousness.
Yeah, those blowouts.
All of these games were worthy of being on Nickelodeon.
They got to do that for important games.
Like fine wine.
Yo, absolutely. But yeah, my thing is, look, if we have to deal with blowouts week 1, we get this other week, then I'm good with that if we get shit like this.
And I think that what happens, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I think what's happening is that just because of the new structure, right? You have more opportunities for that, like for that differentiation.
Plus,
I think
you
the
have
first
teams
week,
that are fine tuning.
yeah, they have teams that get into playoff mode that first week, and then you get like this. And so if the championships even get close to this realm, shoot.
I'm all for it.
Never mind. We'll get into that point in a second. I was gonna say we've seen the Rams and Chiefs play against each other this season. It was great.
Yeah.
We've seen the Rams and the Niners play against each other a lot too.
We've also seen the Chiefs and the Bengals play against each other in a
that's
very
right.
fun game.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. They run into a fucking bus.
Well, before
Patrick's playing in his prime. I don't know.
We saw a Super Bowl level game.
Oh yeah.
With those two, it's one of those games where like, no matter what the Super Bowl is, it's not topping this.
No.
Yeah, whoever wins this will probably win the Super Bowl
game. This would have been.
it might kind of have been in a way.
It was.
No, I don't want to. This isn't me being biased here. I don't want to short sell the Bengals. Like whenever it's a casino, it is a casino. When they're on,
if they won, it wouldn't surprise me.
if they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
And they did beat the Chiefs.
Yes, they broke the streak actually. Chiefs were on a fucking roll.
Now will Andy Reid let that happen again? No. But in my heart of hearts, the boy can dream.
It might happen. I love a Cinderella story, and that's a hell of a Cinderella story.
I mean, I feel like you should just give Joe something for getting sacked 9 times.
Back brace? You don't want to Romo him.
He got it so bad after the game, even in the interview, he had to, like, the D lineman came up to him. He was like, I'll pause the interview and just said, great job, man. Quaking in his boots right there.
Oh, yeah, they're fired after this season, guy. That whole line should be just dumb.
Well, he said defensive.
No, defense.
Oh, defense. Oh.
Yeah, the guy who was sacking him. Like, he stopped the interview and it was like,
Yeah.
this one, he deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
He did not deserve
That's
this
respect.
loss.
They gave him respect.
No, they gave him respect.
Yeah, like he deserves it.
Out of the 2 games this weekend, which one are you guys looking more
Well,
forward to?
wait. Before that, real quick, just quick. Attaboy, take a lap.
Oh, right.
And we're gonna do it both at the same time. Attaboy, I'm gonna give it to Joe Burrow winning in the face of 9 sacks.
Yeah, crazy.
Take a lap. I'm gonna give it to Joe Burrow's offensive line for letting him be sacked 9 times.
No Christmas gifts for you.
After the 6th or 7th time, someone has to be like, okay, what did I do? Did I piss y'all
Did I
off?
offend you in some way?
Did I have an end slip? I didn't mean to do that.
Did I fuck your wife? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
it was before
man.
you guys were together.
Yeah.
Like what's the deal?
I honestly feel like this might be the hardest week to do this kind of thing because outside of that offensive line and Green Bay's special teams, everyone played pretty.
No, Tannehill's might take a lap. Nigga needs to take a lap. And so does Grable. Stop playing no games around here.
I like
there was
that.
no reason for them to be throwing the ball. When their run game was good, it was working. And they had timeouts. That was the key difference. A lot of the times you're in that scenario, you can't run the ball because you don't have timeouts. Guess
Right.
what? Had timeouts.
It was set up.
Even if they didn't, they were still like the duo was making sure to go out every single time because they're talented.
Right.
Leave it in the hands.
If you're
Leave it in the
MVP
hands
caliber
of the
running
players that need to be doing what they got to do. It doesn't make sense why you got to switch it up from. I didn't understand why. Same reason why I didn't understand the Cowboys stopped passing. I don't understand why fucking Titans stopped running. If it's the last drive, you don't have to do something fancy. They're playing prevention. Run the fuck up off them.
Yeah.
Or in Dallas's case, keep on throwing
They
to
were
the
getting
corners.
chunk yards
They were
off
getting
runs.
chunks.
Oh, yeah, they were.
But with Mike Vrabel, whose brain is 75% muscle, and not brain,
Gonna say his brain is a chunk.
just a
then-
mass chunk.
My attaboy, mainly because it's the last time I can give it to him. Man, Josh Allen.
What would it be the
Okay.
last time?
Oh, because he's not playing.
Oh, for the season.
Because he's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gave
I mean-
his attaboy to a loser.
He deserves it.
I know he did.
Oh,
he
man.
plays off. Josh Allen played his ass
Yeah, he did.
off.
That's the Josh Allen I picked for MVP at the beginning of the season. I thought I was going to get a season of that, but I mean, he came up and
At
did
the
his
end,
thing
he
when
was
it mattered.
mad.
Yeah,
I don't know. like,
shot
Patrick
for
went and
shot with
found him at
Patrick
the end of the
Mahomes.
game and was like, this is the new rivalry. Like,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to go for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. I know they like hugged it out, but I imagine he said something just like really shitty to him while they were doing it. This is why you're mine. I own you.
red's your favorite color.
I don't know which one of you said it, but like, no, that was a team that was built to beat.
Oh yeah, that was
Casey.
me.
Yeah,
That was,
and that's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's what happens sometimes. That could have went either way.
It really
Easily could have
could've.
went either way.
I mean, it was a coin flip.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but play better defense.
No shit.
Yeah.
So my attaboy is Ryan Tannehill. Came in clutch when I needed him to, as I knew he would. He he never fails me.
You're the worst.
He's an MVP for the other team. So yeah, that one's easy. Yeah, you agree, right, Gertz?
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. He helped me out. But
Yeah, he did.
my take a lap is Aaron fucking Rodgers. He's not gonna take a lap because he thinks he's too good to take a lap.
You know full damn well he
deserves
does.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Like you made
He's
an
like a lap.
entire
Not for me.
organization look foolish, and you made yourself look foolish, which wasn't hard. Just took a couple episodes of the Pat McAfee show. And so just sit your ass home, watch the Super Bowl. So much for your boycott, because I'm sure he would have done some stupid shit. Not a doubt in my fucking mind he would have, because he's stupid. So yeah, Throw Rogan can sit home, listen to his podcast, do a podcast. I don't fucking know. Don't care. Yeah, you're done, son. So yeah, there you go.
Well, my that boy is Matt Stafford.
That's a good pick.
Very well deserved.
Yeah, because that, I mean, everyone, like it was between him and Mahomes. Mahomes, his teammates showed up too. Like Mahomes had a great game, but so
Hadn't
did.
seen Tyreek Hill do shit all season.
All season. I had him.
Me
In
too.
fantasy.
As did I.
Yeah.
Disappointment every week.
Yeah, I mean Tyreek Hill. I mean, got a taunting penalty that wasn't called as he threw that peace sign into the end zone. But whatever. Yeah, putting it into overtime. Kelsey sealing the game. The reason I'm giving it to Stafford over Mahomes is because the Rams were falling apart offensively.
As they've done a few times
Yeah,
this season.
like
yeah.
Cam Akers fumbled twice, once on the goal line. Cooper Kupp, I think it was his first fumble of the year. His center snapped it over his head.
Yeah.
So like,
oh, that play alone.
Yeah.
So that kind of told the story of that last quarter.
yeah. So Matt Stafford not only beat Tom Brady, he beat his own teammates. And I think it puts to bed this notion that, oh, he's not that good. I mean, I've been saying all.
I hate that.
I do too.
He's always been a dude to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's
He's
Detroit.
gr-
No one
yeah.
can do anything in
He's
Detroit.
great.
Yeah.
Like he's so good, and he's
A
been
great quarterback like Jared Goff just can't do a thing.
No, literally. Imagine if you've been training in a cave all your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone's like, hey, cool, man. You get to see outside.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
exactly what
yeah.
it felt like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's another world out here?
He's not bad. He just didn't know that there was other shit out there. He's
It
great.
really felt that way when he left. It was like, oh, wow.
Do you remember that episode of Samurai Jack where he learns to jump real high and put the rocks on his back? Those rocks are
Yeah.
the Detroit Lions. And
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Stafford just shrugged them off and
When you have multiple legends retire early because they just don't want to deal with you anymore.
yeah.
How
Yeah.
long did it take? How long did it take Megatron to come back? It took till this year. It took till 2022 for him to be like this is the first time
Yeah.
he stepped foot in that organization since he left.
He made the Hall of Fame, or he just bought a ticket. He was just like, fuck, I got nothing else to do.
He was so frustrated with the organization.
Yeah. Barry Sanders retired early. And it's just like, damn, so your dysfunction goes way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that team is hopeless. It's a punishment, which is why Jared Goff is there.
Purgatory.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
exactly what it looks like. The city is purgatory.
I think they have the biggest playoff drought.
They deserve
I think
it.
they do. I'm
Can
not
can
sure.
we take away their Thanksgiving game finally? Because they don't deserve that.
Well, I want to see Motor City Dan Campbell. I want to see MCDC.
No, don't start that. Don't entertain
I like
that shit.
I like Dan
I say
Campbell.
they replace him with the Raiders because clearly the Raiders know how to put
Well, I
on the
think
show at least.
they're the other team with the really long playoff drought that you're talking about.
They
This
deserve
is-
a
that's also
Thanksgiving
true.
game. Sammy, do you agree? The Raiders deserve a Thanksgiving game instead of the Lions.
Well, they deserve it over the Cowboys, especially.
Hey,
after
you better
this year.
stop. We sell
Everyone
tickets.
wants to watch them lose, so no, they
That's
don't.
true.
Yeah.
We love the Cowboys.
I say Raiders. Oh yeah, no, he will stress if he won't eat. So he won't do shit.
But yeah,
You'll
I
probably
wanna-
stress eat the turkey.
Yeah, oh, he'll be one of the stress eat and not eat.
I'm chiming in here, and yes, that hatred makes the turkey taste better for some people. So let's not take
Oh,
away
it
the
does. It's a
Cowboys
joy.
here.
It's part of Thanksgiving joy. I don't want
Even
to see that for them.
even when we like for me,
I'll eat McDonald's on Thanksgiving if I'm watching the Cowboys lose.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Doesn't matter.
Filet of fish, anyone?
Anything. A McFish. Oh boy, might as well be swordfish. Everything's delicious when the Cowboys are blowing
you
chunks.
can't put that many bruises on top of bruises.
Oh, we will do it forever. And it's you guys, not you guys as personally, but your fan base. Oh, I saw that.
I was scratching my neck.
I thought that was the Italians.
I got you.
Yeah, no, there you go. Yeah, no, like, I mean, it's not you guys, but your brethren, your fan base brethren are terrible.
We're not even that bad.
You guys know, you guys are realistic.
you
You're
know,
an anomaly. Yeah.
I feel like in general, your guys are worse. The Texans.
We do it to
fans.
ourselves. No, it's the exact opposite to where, like, every year the Cowboys fans like, we're going to the Super Bowl.
We're delusional, but
We're like, we're getting
remember-
the first round pick.
First of all, if you've met a real Cowboys fan, second of all, because even if we were like, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl, it's not because we don't actively shit on other teams.
Oh, no, we only shit on one team. We shit on ourselves more than anybody.
You shit on everyone.
And ourselves, too, so it doesn't cancels all
Like the
out.
Cowboys, yeah, we self.
Well, we
yeah,
are
the Cowboys
self-
are the definition of self-love. We just treat ourselves good, and y'all hate on
good.
that. We
Way
love
too good.
ourselves
Too much.
a lot.
Yeah. Have you looked at yourselves?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What's to love?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
That's-
Not
That's
much.
why it's annoying. It's like,
Trav-
shut the hell up. You haven't done anything.
well, we can still love ourselves if we're not hating
You
on
guys
others.
live in a bubble.
I don't like
Echo chamber.
I don't like it, and this is not the Cowboys aren't the only ones that do this.
No.
I don't like it when organizations ride their past victories that happened decades ago, like in the present day.
You guys do that.
That annoys me. I don't do that.
No, not you. Again,
I mean,
you're an anomaly. We're all anomalies of our
mean-
fan base, except for me. I'm pretty
I actually
accurate.
don't think the
and I can at least say the Steelers have won 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime.
That's true.
So like, but I'm not like, oh yeah, we're always gonna win a Super Bowl.
I've never said that. I'd be
I never
happy,
said that about you.
I remember the
I'd be
game.
happy if we get to the playoffs again next year. Like,
I'll take an NFC championship.
I think we quantified it with you two are unique, and that,
Yeah.
I think you are browbeaten.
I don't know, because when they showed the fourth quarter of the Cowboys versus the 49ers,
That's the only time I've seen that, by the way.
what the fans already crying, and it's like,
I
oh, yeah,
haven't seen you guys cry much.
Yeah.
That was the first for me,
Why would
too.
you cry when your ducks are dry, bro? You ain't got no more teams, dude. Ain't got shit to cry about.
That was like the first time I haven't heard, oh, well, next year's our year. You know, like,
Everybody, even Jerry's like this season did something to him. I don't
yeah,
know.
Jerry sounded the most sensible I've ever heard him sound after this.
We're all
Kind of like a
men.
rational man.
Yeah, he sounded
Which is
like
weird.
He was like, "We are too talented to suck this much. What happened?" It's like most people agree with that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be one and done. I didn't have the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, but I mean, going
Had
into
you
that
guys
game,
going farther.
going into that game, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they fuck this up. But it's just because they kind of limped into the postseason in a weird way.
Like late in the season, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that roster, what also annoys me, and this isn't the Cowboys fans' fault. It's more like rankings, like the number 1 offense. Like where? Like
it's because we run at the scoreboard. We
Is it
had a
because
lot
of
of
the-
points. Yeah,
And
we'll,
the
I went
division.
Yeah.
The best way I described the Cowboys was I put them as like I didn't even really give them a number 1 offense or defense. I just said overall on both sides of the ball, they're pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
like in general,
You got all the ingredients.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, like do you have clear cut offense wins, clear cut defense wins, and ours was like half the season offense, half the season defense.
Lawrence Taylor Jr. on your team. Like, you got the ingredients.
and then
for
and then you
sure.
heard me at the end of the season. I was like, no, we're just a defensive team.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a point, and I think I said it on the show, the Cowboys could beat you. They can beat you by running the ball, they can beat you by throwing the ball, and they can beat you on defense. There was a point in the middle of the year where they did look like that, but by the end of the year, it's like, yeah, to your point, it was their defense was carrying them.
Yeah.
But my take a lap, it was also going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, great.
Because I mean, the guy put up such a stink throughout the whole season and
The beginning, I was about to say, the
Yeah.
preseason.
Yeah, he dominated.
Off-season even.
He dominated headlines all throughout the year, only to be dominated in his first playoff game this year. He looked like crap out there. He had one nice drive in the opening, and after that, he looked terrible. And I mean, I wasn't even. I mean, at the time, I was like, I was so happy, but looking back on it, it's like I can't believe anyone was surprised. This guy has a history of losing in the playoffs. I know people keep saying this stat ever since his Super Bowl win.
It's like people are just now realizing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's underachieved ever since his first Super Bowl, his only Super Bowl. He's underachieved in the playoffs every year. And he always talks about, oh, they can't beat us in Lambeau twice in a row.
in the snow.
In the snow.
A California team.
In your element.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a California team.
That's,
San Francisco.
that's embarrassing.
See, that's why I wanted Texas there. We survived. We got trained up. Now, jokes aside, I will say, and yes, it is because I'm a Cowboys fan. I do think that if the Cowboys had made it, then this weekend would have had nothing but stellar playoff games because the Packers show up for the Cowboys every single time.
Well, everyone hates you.
I know,
Everyone
but
shows up for the Cowboys.
that's what I'm saying.
To your detriment.
Then you would have had. That's why I said like it's like you have this ugly duckling with stars.
But that game was good. It was just ugly. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like out of all these shootout games, if you wanted a shootout game,
It was a fun game.
Yeah. It was frustrating in the sense that it's like both of these teams look bad.
Nickelodeon helped.
I was talking about the Niners Packers.
Oh,
game.
okay.
But I was
Cowboys.
into
I
it.
like that game too.
I was into it the whole time because it was close. And it was like, because I remember I kept saying, I can't believe the Niners are still in this. I can't believe they're still
Well,
in
it
this.
wasn't.
they just kept.
It wasn't
not
that they were
dying.
still in it. It's just Green Bay couldn't score.
Yeah. Well,
There was more of that.
The Niners defense did
Because
look.
Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, there was a lot of opportunities for that Green Bay defense.
All he does is win. I don't know how.
I don't know how.
I don't know how.
He made a deal with the devil. He had to have.
That's
right?
why he's so handsome.
I'm telling you, the moment the devil's like, as long as you play football. That's why he keeps going.
He
Does
will
anyone
be-
see Porno Chris? I feel like Porno Chris made a deal with the devil and made him Jimmy Garoppolo. Same difference. Same guy. Just different body.
Same, but really different, nigga. Really.
Yeah, same guy, just not anything alike.
I think he's in the chat. No. The chat gave take a lap to the Bills defense and an attaboy to Gabe Davis for 201 yards.
Oh, yeah, Gabe Davis. I didn't know he existed until that game. And he's, man, I hope he's on a contract.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, record breaking.
I don't know.
performance.
I don't know if you can come down too hard on the Bills defense. I mean,
No, you can't.
You're playing Patrick Mahomes.
At his best.
yeah. I mean, I don't think they should have been playing prevent at the end, but I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes, and
Dude, he is in here. He's threatening you. He's like, "What's that, Tommy?"
Be more of a compliment, right?
He put you on the same pedestal as Jimmy Garoppolo.
yeah,
Jimmy G, man. Like, so he has a legend. It's a legend of him.
yeah, he's been to a Super Bowl. Jimmy
This
G.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also went to the Crossroads and made, made a deal with a man in a black suit.
Also, notice how long it took us to connect. Like, oh wait, he did. Yeah, we have to keep on self-reminding ourselves.
They
And
were
this
up.
goes on the resume.
They were up for most of that game.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, they were.
yeah,
That was a fun game.
it was.
Yeah. So it could be the same thing again, huh? Part two of that.
Could be.
Because if San Fran wins, that wouldn't surprise me. Let's get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
go to our pick'ems. Or?
Let's just do a quick ad real quick.
Oh, okay.
okay.
We can do
Take
that.
2 seconds. I got this one.
You got this one?
Yeah, I got it. Toss it to me. I got it.
So we're not even going to a break. We're just gonna give the mic to TJ and let him turn. We're in no.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep it real simple for y'all guys today. As you guys know, as you've heard on any of our shows, and if you haven't, then you haven't been listening all the way, and you probably should. We're sponsored by Manscaped.com, and they've been so awesome to us by letting us get to test out their Performance Package 4.0, if I'm not mistaken. Included with this is a litany of really great stuff. You have your crop preserver, which adds a nice touch after you're done shaving down under. You have the weed whacker, which is for all the nose, the ears, all those externalities. I think actually Sammy uses this is his. He uses the hell out of this one. It's a personal favorite for him. But for me personally, I am a fan of the mainstay, the Lawnmower 4.0, which comes with a light, fully customizable in terms of it being able to be wireless. You can adapt the speed settings, all that kind of fun stuff directly on the device. And it even comes with a bunch of different inches and cuts for you to shave in different ways. I've personally actually used this a bunch. I didn't have a shaving product like this on hand, and I've loved every second of it. We're actually universal fans. I have a box for Manscaped for some of their other products that I can speak to maybe later this week. But if you guys are interested in any of these products, the first thing you want to do is go on to Manscaped's website. Check out all of their cool stuff that we don't even have here. They have body wash, underwear, newspaper, the whole 9 yards. Carries all your men healthcare grooming needs. And it comes relatively cheap because you do get free shipping and 20% off if you leverage the Mexcellence code. That's MEX20. And you get 20% off and free shipping. And I personally used our code on top of some of their deals. And so if you go right now, I don't know if it's still live, you can get a really good discount down. They have plenty of options, and it's not just for men. If you buy it for yourself, ladies, it's also great there. And it's also Valentine's Day, so pick up something for your man because guys need gifts too. They have so much stuff on their website. We really love it. We're big fans. We just want you to check it out. And every single time you use the code, it supports us. So once again, MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping. Your balls will thank you.
All right, guys. Now we get to the AFC and NFC Championship. Something I wish my team was at, but
Well, good luck.
We'll talk about it.
We already covered how you guys will get there.
And I actually have a challenge question for y'all too. Coming out of this, I would love to hear y'all guys' of course, whoever you pick is probably going there. Love to get your preliminary
This guy's
gauge.
pretty good at it.
Preliminary gauge on the Super Bowl and what you would want to see.
Okay, all right. I'll kick this off then. I like that. So we're doing pick'ems on top of this, right?
yeah.
Okay.
This is Pick'ems.
Okay, well, there you go. Oh, that makes sense, right. So, NFC Championship, I want the Rams because it never has a Super Bowl team hosted a Super Bowl. And
Last year.
Yeah.
was it last year? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they broke that last year,
Yeah.
didn't they? It was in Tampa.
Yes.
Why do they have Super Bowls in Tampa? That's always been a mystery to me.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, that way
Well-
Tom Brady can throw the trophy
this
in the
is a
water.
first.
Water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
He has so many of them. It doesn't matter.
They never thought they'd get Tom Brady, trust me. Yeah. But so that makes sense. So this would be the second year in a row, which would be
That's
different.
true. Yeah.
Just not only break the record one year, but just obliterate it the next. But no, I would like to see them because there's so many dudes on their team
Yeah.
that deserve it. Matthew Stafford, first and foremost. Like, that dude deserves a ring, man.
Yeah.
He was literally in purgatory his entire career.
Yeah.
It would just been a waste. Like, you already wasted one of the best wide receivers in history. And he was like, nah, I can't go out like that. And Sean McVay saved him because that's what he does. Because he's a Madden kid. He thought of that, like, okay, if the motherfucker put Odell Beckham Jr. and Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp on an offense. That's a Madden kid like a motherfucker just doing.
You wanted him fired.
And I mean, you have Jefferson in the
still
wing who
could be
doesn't
fine.
get enough credit. He does great
true.
too.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, come on. Like, that's playing with Madden shit. Like, that's exact. He don't give a fuck about a first round pick. Fuck that. I don't need him. Give me.
Well, he doesn't have one, so that's good.
Hasn't had one in years. And look at where they are.
Yeah, I'll take the proven commodity every time.
Exactly right. And he makes good deals, and this is why the team is there, and they deserve to win.
Yeah.
And San Fran's got to be beat up. Debo was not looking healthy at the end of
Yeah.
that game, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, and that's going to be something similar to where I'll have the opinion with the Bengals also, just a beat up ass team.
Yeah.
Like, two teams in both divisions gave their all, their bodies, left it all out there. There's nothing left. And these other two are kind of like buzzsaws in a way on their best day.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I think blowouts, honestly, for at least one of these games.
And then
Yeah.
who do you have coming out?
I have,
Preliminary. Like, of course, it could change after the weekend. You see some
God
stuff.
damn, Jimmy G. I don't want him to do it, but I could see him doing it. I think that will be the close game. It's going to be L.A., San Francisco. I see L.A. pulling it out because I think Matthew Stafford has the ghost of Eli Manning in him. And, yeah, he will will them to win that because he himself knows he deserves a Super Bowl.
So you got
at least
Rams,
appearance.
You got Rams Chiefs Super Bowl.
I got the yes, I do.
As they are now.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
Oh, Rams.
Between the Rams and the Chiefs? Oh.
Yeah, Rams.
Okay.
And as far as I think that defense would just annihilate a Patrick Mahomes.
The Rams
I feel like
defense
they
is
would be
If they're on point, they're
We're here.
Yeah.
Aaron
That pass
Donald,
rush,
again,
dude. Yeah.
you have players that are hungry.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers want to win the Super Bowl. You don't think Von Miller wants to win a second?
Yeah.
Aaron Donald definitely
Yeah.
wants to win a first because that'll definitely solidify his Hall of Fame career.
Von Miller might be like the only defensive player today who could probably tell Aaron Donald, "Hey, try this."
Got a little bit of seniority on him.
A little bit,
Just
yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So
And yeah, I think if that defense, I think that's what will be the difference if they make it to a Super Bowl. That defense will eat. And they won't give a flying fuck. That will be the best ramp. It's going to be the greatest show on turf for the defense is what it's going to be.
Jalen Ramsey too.
I fucking forgot about Jalen Ramsey.
Their defense is stacked.
It's ridiculous, and they will all show up when it matters. That's why you paid them. That's why you acquired these big names, and that's when they show out typically.
You have a lot more. Well, when it comes to the Rams, I think that what gives them some security is just the seniority on that team too.
Yeah.
Right. You have vets on both sides of the ball, which I think adds a bunch.
And they're not old. Like,
No.
they're vets, but they're not like.
I think Von Miller is the only old one.
He's the oldest, but he's still very useful.
Yeah,
He's not that old.
I would say he's like the tail end of his prime. Like I wouldn't say he's out of his prime. I
Like,
mean, he
you
sure
see
as
maybe-
hell hasn't looked like
You would
it.
see like 3 or 4 more years, he'd be like Von Miller retires. You'd be like, okay.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he still got a little bit of tread left.
Yeah, he does. Okay, mine. So Rams and Niners. I'm going Niners.
I'm okay with that. Like,
I'm going. I know they're beat up, but Shanahan owns McVay. He just does.
I mean, they're like close to the same guy.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's beaten them every time they face off.
Yeah,
true.
He
That's
just,
very
he
true.
just does.
It's
and,
true.
and Jimmy G,
We don't know how he does it.
all he does is win. Like it's, I mean, I agree with you though. I think that game will be tight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close.
I take that blowout statement back from that.
Yeah.
It's the next one I could see a blowout.
Yeah,
The Bengals KC, I could see which would be like, I could see that one.
I think Rams Niners is going to be an ugly ass game in a good way. Like, I think it's going to be gritty as hell. But I'm leaning towards Niners. I don't know what it is, but Shanahan just has McVay's number.
You hate Shanahan. I'm surprised to hear you say
I
that.
don't hate it. I get tired of people labeling him a genius.
He is.
He hasn't achieved anything yet
He's been to the Super Bowl.
and lost.
But it's hard to get there. He's about to go to another
It's
one.
easy to lose.
It is easy to
It is
lose.
there.
And then Bengals and Chiefs, and I don't think it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
I think Chiefs are just gonna dominate them.
Joey proved all he needed to prove this season. Rest up, hopefully get a better offensive line next season and do it again.
Straight offensive line every round.
pick. Yeah.
So, yeah, and then I wouldn't be shocked if we're looking at a Niners Chiefs Super Bowl.
That's a lot of
The
risk.
second.
Yeah, the second one. And in that one, man,
Sam's
probably
gonna be hella conflicted again.
it's probably Chiefs. I feel like it's the Chiefs' season to lose at this point. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that's that.
I just
Those were
need,
my pick'ems.
just need the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl. That's all I need.
Marcus, you want to go?
Yeah, Chris picked Porno Chris picked the Bengals and the 49ers to make it.
Yeah, you're weird.
I would love to see that, honestly. Okay.
That's
what-
the word. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Chris.
For like genuinely what I would want would be Rams, Bengals, but I can't
See-
because of our situation.
Well, I mean, hey,
there.
sneak peek.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
Actually, fine. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm going Rams in between the 49ers and the Rams, because it's hard to say it's the Rams. You don't know who's going to show up. But
Yeah.
the one thing I say is that you heard me complain about it. Matt
makes you
Stafford is so mixed the fuck up. So when he's solid, that's the only thing you really need.
Right.
But when he's not throwing interceptions, it's him who loses the games. It's him who wins.
Right.
And so if Matt Stafford's doing fine, and it seems like he caught his rhythm because it's playoff Matt Stafford, and he actually has the units for it.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking it's going to be a really star-studded show. And there's a bunch of storylines there too. I want to see Cooper Kupp have success because he got chipped out of the MVP. It's bullshit at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I hate that it's so centered on a quarterback. I think there should just be, hey, most valuable quarterback and then actual MVP with
Right.
real players.
No, I agree with that shit. Like,
Yes, the
'cause-
person who gets the ball every play it doesn't.
It makes
Not
no
the point.
sense.
But then you have OBJs. Fuck off to Baker. That's dope. Then you have Matt Stafford, who earnestly deserves it. There's a bunch of great storylines there. I think the 49ers, I'm with you. It's a Cali team. Poke the holes. You know how it works. Right. But inevitably, I think the Rams have just been so solid all season long that I think that with how the 49ers were looking, I could justify that.
Yeah.
Now on the inverse side of the ball, where I'm going wild, and
You kind of have to.
I'm going with the Bengals, and the reason why is A,
Money.
yes, but B,
They've done it before.
It does make for a really dope Super Bowl because the Bengals are there, right?
Yeah, we
And-
didn't expect them to make it
and
this
didn't
far.
didn't expect to make it this
Kurtz
far.
didn't.
I like Joe.
Sure didn't.
I do like Joe Burrow as
Still
a
not sure if they deserve it, but
I like Joe Burrow as a quarterback. When the team is on, it's on. And genuinely speaking, whenever the Bengals and and the Chiefs play, right? Like he did get a W. He is the team
See
that made it
exact
possible.
Same game happening this time,
Right? Like, and it's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be an offensive shootout. I think that Joe, I think that this game last week probably helped him out more so than not.
Yeah.
And mainly because now you could plug the holes of like, fuck, we can't let this happen. He got sacked 8 times.
also, I mean, to your point, I think the Titans have a better pass rush than the Chiefs do. Mm-hmm. A much better pass rush.
And so you give Joe Burrow time.
Yeah.
Oh.
All it took was on a good defense. It took one mistake for them to tear it up with Chase.
He did some Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen shit. I need to get it to my guy. We need to at least get a field goal. He did it.
He's just the problem.
One play.
The thing with Joe Burrow is
GBG.
people like him. People like him. He's just not, prettied up like Patty Mahomes or a Josh Allen.
Trevor Lawrence.
No, he's not in the conversation.
He ain't got. Trevor Lawrence is the exact opposite of a Joe Burrow.
True.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying here is like, hey, like I want the Bengals to get the dub. It'd be a fun Super Bowl. The Rams, Bengals,
I would
like
love to see
that.
it.
That's a
That's a-
different Super Bowl. And
That's a murder.
And I didn't get to that part because who I take in the Super Bowl is the Rams. Aaron
yeah.
Donald's gonna eat
They would be
that.
at home too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a home crowd atmosphere.
Oh, he's
Like,
getting they're getting the brakes
But could you
beat off
imagine
them.
They would have to quadruple team Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Could you imagine the story if Joey Burrow would pull that shit off? That's legendary. Man.
look,
You talk about him like Joe Montana at that point.
Chris gave a tier 1 sub to Rakim 23.
Hey,
Nice.
we
Hey,
appreciate
love
the
that.
tier 1 sub, Chris.
Yes, we do.
Gift to the fans. We love that. But dude, absolutely not. Like, look, Aaron Donald sent that nigga home in a casket. Easy peasy. Keep this shit.
He's already
quick.
halfway there.
Bro, 9 sacks
Have
to the
to finish.
Titans.
Joe
Let
Burrow's
Aaron
on finish him. That's what Joe Burrow's
The
on.
line will legitimately be like, sir, would you like some water on your way back
It was
there?
the center was literally blocking no one.
Air. No.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No.
It was like a glitch in the Matrix. Like it was the weirdest
When
thing.
he
He was waiting on somebody. Everyone was behind him.
Yeah.
The line's gone, man.
Now, do I think that this makes for a more interesting Super Bowl from a title perspective?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
From a team perspective, I don't know because once again, it's the casino aspect because I do think that like he can score, like he'll make something work. Not to the extent with the Rams defense though. They'll smash him to bits and I take the Rams at the end. But yeah, that's my picks. I just think it's not an impossible scenario of the Bengals beating the Chiefs. I'm with you. I do think it's the Chiefs' game to lose more so than it's the Bengals' game to win.
Yeah. Agree.
But
Yeah.
either way, I think it'll be a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'll
me
be
too.
way more interesting than the other game. I get it. It's the
I hope
49ers. It's like the kryptonite, but comparatively speaking, it looked like honestly a dog with 2 broken legs.
Yeah.
From
Still
the 49ers.
got a bite though.
It's
a pick.
Got that
got that
puncher's
lock
chance.
job, baby.
The Rams have a much better roster at this point for sure, but
And they're feeling it now.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Like when the Rams are firing on all cylinders, I think they are the best team.
They're
in the league.
terrifying.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's close.
Oh no, it's not.
yeah,
but
when they're on all
the thing
cylinders.
is, they have to be firing on all cylinders. I don't think they really. You've seen that very few times this season.
Yeah, you saw it in the first. You've seen it in plenty of first halves.
Yeah.
but then they screw up near the end.
They did.
So that's why, remember when I said, like, I always had Dallas rated high as the overall, like a good balance it out? The Rams are always number 1 for me. because they technically speaking on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I'm always like, nah, that's a 100% overall average team. Like number one average. Like,
Oh yeah, they're stacked.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets of NFL teams, basically. Like you have superstars on both. You have a big three on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
Like what the fuck is that shit? It's insanity.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
What
the
about you?
I'm about to talk.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, I hope y'all enjoyed the playoffs this last week because I think we're gonna have the exact opposite this week. I think
Blowouts.
I think both of them are blowouts.
I could see that. I could see either way going, but I feel like at least one blowout.
I feel like
feel it.
I like that the 49ers have this story. They're still a team that's still in the middle of an identity crisis. Like
I don't know what the fuck to make of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now that Debo's hurt, or at least, I mean, how can you not be hurt after playing in Lambeau?
Bleeding, yeah.
Says he's coming.
I'm
Jesus.
sure he's coming right into Aaron Donald.
Or Von Miller.
Oh, cool. What side do you want to run to?
I'm telling you, he's gonna be looking this way, and he's like, I know it's coming.
He's sore at the very least.
Oh yeah. He
And
he
the
was
Rams
hopping
are,
off the field.
Rams ain't as beat up.
And I like what the Bengals can do if they just spent all 5 of their next draft picks on just offensive line.
Free agents also. Laramie Tunsil will be out there. Grab them, for fuck's
They
sake.
have so much cap space.
Do they so they have the worst, like the cheapest owner in the
Yes.
history of the
So
NFL.
cheap. They're owned by Ebenezer Scrooge.
Like literally.
yeah. Like they are so cheap. They have so much cap space.
This is what the last time the Bengals were really good, like in 08, 09.
Yeah.
The thing that they never built on was they never built on the team. They never bought any moving parts for it
That's not what they
afterwards.
do.
He's sitting there, 1, 2. Who took a penny? You're a millionaire. You're a
You
millionaire.
own a football team.
If they splurged on an offensive line next year,
That's a Super Bowl team.
they'd be terrifying.
For years.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So maybe if there was ever a season for the owner to get the stick out of his ass.
Yeah.
Just
But I think that it needs to, like, so that's why I'm like, a Rams Super Bowl loss where you're beat down will expose it even more. 9 sacks, come on, that's
if
exposing
Joe
it
Burrow
enough.
gets
The thing
injured
is-
in this game, that's it.
The thing is, he doesn't care.
He
like that's
doesn't.
the
He really
problem.
fucking
It's
doesn't.
like the check engine light is on his car for the offensive line, and he's like,
doesn't
"It's
give a
fine."
fuck.
He
I'm
put
good.
a
It's
sticker
still
over.
working.
Yeah.
Hey, he is that type of nigga who's like, hey, nah, bro, you just gotta pull the handle. You gotta hit the back, bro. Hit the back.
My check engine light is on currently. Also, coincidence.
Did you name your car Joe Burrow?
Hey, I drove here. No, yeah, absolutely. That's a perfect analogy. Like, it's the worst owner. People talk about Snyder or McNair, but like, no, like,
Well, Snyder is terrible for a different reason that
McNair.
doesn't have anything to do with money. Well,
Okay.
money is part of it because the fans are literally getting broken pipes and shit on.
yeah,
But there's other things like Gruden found out.
yeah, it's documentaries on him. And like, yeah, the Texans are terrible because I mean, the owner will spend money, but it's on the wrong things, like David Johnson,
Yeah.
contracts and just silly shit.
I'm looking at how much cap space. The Bengals have the 3rd most cap space.
They do that every year, though,
going
right?
into 2022. They have $59 million
You
cap
could
space.
do what the Rams did.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can get every big name you want.
But
Yeah.
they won't.
They won't.
The teams with more cap space than them will be the Dolphins and the Jags.
Oh dear God!
Yeah. Bad teams.
All bad teams.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, to paint the
Anyway.
scenario, I think that the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Rams is going to be an offensive shootout. I feel somehow the Chiefs are super wiry. Like watching Allaire run is super irritating. It's like
Yeah.
I've never seen someone run backwards that far.
And then make something happen.
Yeah.
It's they got so many players like that. That's the problem.
Well,
Tyreek
Patrick
Hill
Mahomes is like that, too.
I didn't know that until this game. Like, where the fuck did that come from? That wasn't part of your arsenal. Now it is.
Yeah.
That's scary.
He's always been pretty mobile. That was the most mobile.
No, he was always like a camel.
No.
Really?
He's been mobile since Texas Tech
I don't-
because
I
we
never
didn't have an
watched him in
offensive
Texas
line.
Tech. Okay.
Yeah.
He's slippery like a frog.
So basically, just didn't do it for a couple of years, and now he's getting back into it.
He just turned it off in the midseason. Like I don't know why the Chiefs
He is
turned
more
it off.
mobile in the playoffs. I've noticed. Yeah.
They said something like the last playoffs where he was running for his life against the Buccaneers that he ran more laterally than he
that's
did
true.
up and down the field.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He could still like throw across field and make a
He
play.
had some dimes that people just
It's
dropped.
ridiculous.
in
Yeah,
the game.
because they weren't expecting that.
Yeah, he like hit Travis Kelce in the face.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Didn't know you could get it this far,
yeah,
guys. Like,
yeah. I didn't realize you were this good.
We keep on being impressed. We're like, shit, we forget.
Yeah.
I will take the Chiefs to win it out because if it comes down to a shootout, that is what Mahomes is the best at, as we just saw with him beating Josh Allen in the shootout.
I think Matt Stafford's will could get him through that. I think you would see the best Matt Stafford you've ever seen if
Yeah,
he makes it
you
to
would-
a fucking
You
Super
really
Bowl.
have the like. I'm just Aaron Donald's over there,
Yeah.
waiting.
All of them.
Yeah, you
Odell
know what, Aaron
Beckham.
Donald, you know what Pat Mahomes can do that? Throw it as sidearm at this
No.
weird fucking angle that makes no sense. He threw a pass while being tackled last Super Bowl.
Stafford
I know
can
it
do
didn't
that
help.
too.
Yeah.
Stafford's
It
done
was
that.
on target. His guy dropped it, but it was like, shit.
Oh my god! A flick of the wrist, man. What are you doing? But
a
yeah, no.
freak.
Like I feel like the way I'm even talking about Matt Stafford. Like, yeah, I'm not fucking this up if I make it to a Super Bowl. I feel like that's going to be a lot of other rounds. I feel like that's going to be Jalen Ramsey. I feel like that's going to be Aaron Donald. I feel like others will show the fuck up and like, nah, man, fuck this team. we are taking ours in our house.
I mean, this past weekend, I think was probably, unless I'm forgetting one, that was probably Matt Stafford's best game ever.
Oh, hands down. Yeah,
Yeah, considering-
best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, considering what was happening, like his
Considering that I can't remember that he ever beat Green Bay, which would be his best win
Yeah.
beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the furthest he's ever been in the postseason for sure. I mean, yeah. Also, I think if he wins this game, I think he's officially 500 in the playoffs because he was 0-3 going into the playoffs this year. He's 1-2, so yeah, he'd be 3-3. So it shuts that narrative down real quick. Crappy
Hell, I saw that
organization.
narrative should be done now.
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some people that are still like, well, we'll see what he is. It's
Oh,
like,
my God.
shut up. He's very
Rakeem is
good.
saying that Pat Mahomes had turf toe in the middle of the season.
Which is why the Titans beat them. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sam, I already know you have the Rams winning it all because you said so in the chat. So
He
who do you
jumped on
have?
a bandwagon for the first time. ever.
No, he just hates everybody else.
Yeah.
now we're getting down to the.
It's a California team, so that's why.
Okay, I was about to say we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So yeah, it's just state.
So I just need to know who you're going to win. Who do you think would win between the Chiefs and the Bengals?
I want the Bengals to win so they can lose and get hurt.
Good God, it's a very Raiders answer.
I kind of want the
He
Chiefs to
said-
win now.
Said he wants the Bengals to win just so they could get hurt. It's still a good story, you know.
But
Donald to throw him on his neck.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, with the 49ers as being a kind of question mark, I don't think anybody would be disappointed with any of these combinations making it to this end.
No, I think
and that's
we're-
pretty cool.
I think we're past the dark clouds of Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
and we're like, okay, we can.
Who was the NBA championship? Like it was two teams that never made it.
The
Oh, it's the
Phoenix
Bucks
Suns.
and the Bucks and the Suns.
Yes.
That's what we're getting this year, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
No matter who gets in.
there's going to be some weird anomaly.
I could see some Chiefs fatigue starting to set in.
Oh no, they are the villains now.
Yeah.
Sure, no doubt about it.
I mean, I don't dislike them.
You shouldn't this season, right now.
I mean, I find Patrick Mahomes hard to dislike. And
Really?
I do.
He has a
man.
friendly face.
Yeah.
Oh, he seems so easy to dislike
He just,
to me.
I mean, he's not a jerk.
That haircut, I think it is.
Like you want, like he's one of those players that you want to be a dick, but he's not.
No,
He's not. Everyone around him seems to be, but he's not.
I mean, Tyreek Hill's a piece of shit. We all know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all
I
like.
like Travis.
But
Kelce.
Kelsey's so
Yes,
nice.
yeah. Everyone likes
Travis
Kelsey.
Kelce.
Everyone likes Andy Reid. Most people like Mahomes.
Is there a white tight end in the NFL that's not likable? I feel like forever they've always
Actually,
been.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow.
like safe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like
Schultz?
even
Want to give him hugs.
even the Rams like Higbee or whatever. his
Yeah, I
name is.
like him.
Yeah,
He's fun.
he has Patrick Mahomes hair.
I thought about the big
does.
names. I know. I'm like,
okay,
Gronk's a personality. He's fun. Mark Andrews got
They're
him
all
funny.
fun. Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking George Kittle is fun. Like
Hey,
they're all
throw
fun.
it back, Jason Witten.
Yeah.
No one ever had anything mean to say about
No,
him.
Yeah.
The man's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. They're just like big trees of men.
Big lovable bastards.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always. I think I don't know if we were talking about it on Saturday, but it's always funny because like. I don't know where they find like the biggest, tallest white dudes across the country
Oh
to
yeah.
all congregate.
Iowa.
all look like they came out the wilderness or
Yeah.
farm raised
Right.
their entire life.
It's like they put up job postings for lumberjacks, and then they just announced, surprise.
Cross out NFL.
Yeah, you're on a
Yeah.
football team now.
Like Gronk's a straight up college kid who just found himself in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's big. He's just been in a 13-year-old this whole time.
It's like,
Yeah.
instead of partying, think about football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gronk reminds me of that big furry Muppet that wants to go to Hollywood. I want to go to Hollywood, and he's chasing that car. That's Gronk.
I can see that.
It's
pretty
I look
good.
at- that's what. Damn, all the white tight ends are likable. I don't really.
All of them.
I
That's weird.
I'm like, I don't.
Even Dawson Knox. Like, I like
I don't
him.
even necessarily think the black ones are unlikable. They're just not there.
No, but they're
not
durable.
prevalent.
They are Mercedes Lewis still playing. That's fucking insane.
OJ Howard's still there
Jared Cook is still playing, right?
somewhere.
Good God. Yeah, like the black ones are just durable. Like that's 16-year careers,
They're
right?
usually quite like. I mean, you have the like Shannon Sharp is the name that's like loud. And bright. Like
black
most tight ends are actually
Antonio
kinda,
Gates too. Yeah.
Never mind. Most tight ends are kind of chill. Actually,
All black
they might be
tight
my
ends are
favorite.
pretty chill. They're low key
It was
as
already
fuck.
my favorite position. Like if I wanted to play in the NFL,
Right.
but like, yeah, I think all of them. I'm like,
The
tight
black
ends are
ones are
pretty
low
cool.
key as shit, ain't they?
I'm like, I like all of them. Damn, I never noticed.
Most likable position, hands down. That's
Yeah.
easy, yeah.
Wide receivers are prima donnas for the most part.
They are.
Yeah.
And then running backs, I mean, they're too dead, literally
they're dime a
losing their
dozen,
life.
yeah.
I mean, there's too many issues.
They last for 2 years and they're gone on average. So it's like, yeah, you can't really root for them. Tight ends are
Mainstays,
lengthy,
chilling.
Yeah.
fun.
I think it says a lot that a lot of like well-liked wide receivers kind of play like tight ends. Like you like wide receivers who can catch but are also willing to block.
Yup.
Like Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp blocks, and he blocks really well.
Mm-hmm.
Shockingly, yeah.
Yeah. I liked that about Hines Ward. I think I stand by Hines Ward might be the greatest blocking wide receiver of all time.
You know,
can see that.
I don't mean to speak his name loudly, but Antonio Brown, he blocks.
he did block.
He
yeah.
does.
He blocks, and it's one thing that's always carried him. Like, no.
Yeah. Juju blocks.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Steelers do a good job about that.
Yeah.
Soporno Chris, unfortunately, we actually did a whole segment about that earlier about whether Tom Brady will retire or not. Everyone doesn't see him retiring except for me. And then on that note, I see him coming back because I don't
And I
think he
wouldn't
can
be
stay
I wouldn't
retired.
be shocked if he did. Yeah. Like if he just said tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think it lasts. Like he'd come back for sure. It's still in him.
There's too many desperate teams.
But
Like,
also, I'm with you. We're rich. Tell your kids to shut up.
Yeah. You know who I
shit.
am? Like I'm the greatest.
I
to ever,
deserve this.
the greatest in the world to ever do something. Let me do it.
Do you tell Picasso to stop painting?
No shit.
No, you just tell him to stop being a prick.
That's all.
Dad, I want you home. I'm like, no, I need your youth.
He's,
Tom Brady,
I need you safe.
Tom Brady says he misses spending time with his family. That will change once he spends time with his family.
look at fucking Philip Rivers.
The marriage has been
Tries to
going.
come back
made a
immediately.
mistake.
Yeah.
The marriage has been going smooth because you're not home all
That's
the
the
time.
reason.
That's exactly right.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
When
He
you have
doesn't know.
space,
yeah.
yeah, a year of that shit, he'll be like, man, this shit's hard.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
When I went home for Christmas, I was like, I'm not staying longer than 5 days. Any longer than that, we will start hating each other.
Yeah.
And I was right.
It's gonna
Fifth
happen.
day,
to
I
him.
was like, I'm ready to go.
Man, if there's troubles at home, he'll just be like, man, call your big brother AB. He's not here no more.
You're roomy.
Yeah, your roomie. He'll take care of the house front.
Yeah. I give him one more year. I think he's gonna have.
So you remember that movie House Guest with Sinbad? You probably don't. But
How could I remember something I've never heard of?
you're a movie guy. So I can't figure you out, Gert.
It's not an anime.
But it's a 90s comedy starring Sinbad and Phil Hartman.
Okay.
I could see that remake with Tom Brady and Antonio Brown. I want to see that.
That sounds like something I'd really like, actually.
From the creators of whatever that Netflix movie with Kevin James playing Sean Payton. Let that guy do it.
dude, that
He seems to have
the poster
a
makes
real
itself
niche.
to be Antonio Brown.
That's it. And then
That
Tom
family.
Brady family. That's what I'm saying. It's right there. It's all
Tom's
written
kissing
for
his
you.
kid and everything.
Giving him a diet, special diet. TB12 diet.
I think that was the secret. They just snuck in some salt.
Oh, good God.
Tom Brady's food before
He
the
melts.
game. He was like, my arm, it's the sodium. My cholesterol.
Yeah.
He can feel it. Definitely.
All the black players like, yeah, see what it's like.
Yeah. We snuck a Skittle in his shake. Now he has diabetes.
he drank his shake. He said something's wrong. Dropped it all dramatic.
Turns into usual suspects with the coffee mug.
Tom Brady have sugar foot?
Changing. Ugh. Tom, that's just sugar high, bro. Come on. Your body's not used to it.
It's like Scott Pilgrim when he loses the powers. Like,
Yeah.
no TB12 diet, no TB12 powers.
Spinach is air. It's all you can eat.
You heard what Charles Barkley called his diet when he was like with the Sixers?
No.
If it tastes good, spit it out.
That's why he never won a championship. Oh, God.
All right, guys. Well, this is pretty much the end of the show. We got, I believe, 2 episodes left. Next week, we'll have an award show for
Awards.
this. What?
Oh, the award show. Show the little...
Yeah, we'll be doing awards for the season, kind of like our own kind of awards.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Razzies for the for the NFL. Yeah, it's the opposite of the ESPYs.
So tell your friends. Make sure you share. We are going to have stuff planned for that as well. It'll be a fun time. And the week after that, of course, is the big shebang, right?
No, they're gonna be a week
No,
off.
Pro Bowl. So you're right.
We're gonna have we're taking a bye week for the first time this season because
I don't want to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I don't want to
talk about the Pro. Can we talk about it next week? I don't want to talk about the Pro Bowl.
That should be on Nickelodeon. That would be perfect.
That's where it belongs.
That's exactly where it belongs.
Don't
Yeah.
insult Nickelodeon like that.
Nickelodeon Pro Bowl.
That slime football guide can make anything entertaining.
that is why we're taking a bye week after that because I do not give a fuck about
No
the
one
Pro Bowl.
does. No one. I don't know why they
Make
still
it
do
worth
it.
something.
Shouldn't he?
Are we doing a live show? I
I
don't
like
know.
to watch my
feel
Super
like
Bowl
we-
in peace.
No, I mean like the pre-show.
Oh,
Yeah, we could do a
We can
pre,
we can talk about
after,
that.
post. Yeah.
Join us Thursday. we're doing a scene countdown.
what's
but
that?
It's a top 5 show, guys.
We have one of those.
We haven't done it in a month. Or two. Yeah.
When we
Even heard
feel
of
like
that.
it, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Instead of the We Were Young Fest, we're going to be planning out the We Were Mex Fest, and then just have a lineup of 5 bands we'd like to see live at a festival.
That we would spend any amount of money in the world to see.
You just can't bring them back alive. There's
That's all. Oh, no, I could do living. Yeah, we could do living.
There's no Daft Punk.
Good night, guys.